Going. Welcome to another week of Dungeons and Dungeons, or Dungeons and Dragons, depending how deep you are into this campaign. Last time we left off, we were inside a Temple of Zenya with limited visuals outside the temple, but there was a hill, and it looked like there's an individual running up the hill that was struck by both lightning and other animals and darkness as a shard rolled all the way back down the hill near another pot that's there that seems to have a couple of these light diamond-shaped shards. On the walls, you can see the dressings of Zahir in the emblem of the stag. And inside the temple itself, it looks like there's little bits of tributes to Zahir, most of which in the form of artistry, little bits of copper, metalworkings and shapings all around. Very rudimentary and very basic, nothing exceptional there. Out of that hill and up the hill, it seems pretty bare. At the top of the hill, there appears to be some sort of structure, and there is a fog that has come in over the length of that outside area, except it stops unnaturally so to form a clear path up that hill. The rest is obscured by fog. Your group has walked in, and you're all just chilling inside the safety of the temple right now. What do you want to do?
So the temple is at the bottom area of the hill.
Yes.
We saw this individual trying to ascend the hill with one of the shards, right?
Yes, and he was basically destroyed, and the shard fell all the way back down. It's now at the steps of the temple, right before going, where you would step off to go up the hill.
And his body's not there?
Oh, don't look there no more. Definitely not.
Oh.
You'd have to go investigate.
Oh, I don't know if I want to do that by myself. I'm sure I could, but this shard looks interesting. What does it look like?
As you pick up the shard, it's this very, it's kind of matte in its appearance. It's not shiny in that sense, but it's like, it feels like it's bright. And it's almost like clouds flowing beneath a, I'd say yellow gold surface, and it looks like it just keeps repeating. For me, almost like a continuous loop.
Tell me, I found a cool rock.
We see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool rock.
Isn't it? That's what I thought too.
You can add a cool rock of Zahir to your inventory.
He hands it to me to show it to me. I pocket it.
In quotations, cool rock of Zahir. So that's the one that was in one of those little, like, what you would normally put flower pots in that sit up out in front of a house. There's just one shard chilling in there, and there's another diamond shard sitting by the footsteps of the temple.
So, how many shards do you think there are? Do we have to bring them all to the top or something? Just asking in general to anyone who will respond.
Is Charnook standing on one step looking down the shard as the rest of the group just sort of eyeballing him as Shalmir's like, I ain't giving up my shard. I got a cool rock. Fuck you.
So there's... Sorry, can we go over it again? How many... there's the shard that Shalmir has that Charnook just picked up, and then there's one on the ground.
Yep. Right on the stairs outside the hill. It looks like the hill itself is sloped in such a way that anything that's on that hill falls back down towards this temple. You can even see bits and pieces of, I'd say, like, you know how buildup of leaves happens in certain areas outside in nature? Sort of like that around, but it's more like grass and topsoil and stuff like that. It's building around this temple here. All the runoff from the rain.
I am going to... Do we want to take a look at these? I'm going to use my mage hand to try and like get a little closer and bring the other shard closer to us.
Oh, easily enough. With the mage hand, you're able, as soon as you touch the shard, it's whole, and you're able to pick it up if you want.
Bring it over, compare it to the one that Shalimir has now.
All right. Shalimir, do you produce your new cool shiny rock? Okay. Shalimir takes it out. You guys compare them. They look identical. They also look like they do fit together in the sense if you put them side by side.
That's what I was gonna.
There's a gap obviously in the middle, but you put. I'm doing it for myself here for my own health. They fit side by side together, but there's obviously underneath it a place where it looks like a third one could fit in.
So, I'm gonna just like. I'm just gonna kind of bash it towards Shalimir's to try and fit it to, not like actually bash it, but just like while he's holding it, try to like fit it in.
As you're trying to fit it in, you're not. It doesn't look like they adhere to each other, but it does look like they fit next to each other.
And then, could we see a third?
Go ahead and make perception checks again if you'd like to look.
Yeah.
This is for the group as Tyrion just like, guys, look for something. The third one.
I'll have to Tyrion.
20 perception.
Sure.
16.
16. What about the rest of you?
That was perception, so that would actually be a 17.
17.
12.
12. And Tellius, perception?
24.
Okay. So both Tellius and Tyrion immediately catch on, and the rest of the group is able to identify, as you look about the temple, again, it's very plain. It's only one room. There's not much to this. It seems very modest for Zahir. And you notice of that buildup in the runoff of the debris at the edge, you do see what looks to be something jagged pointing out at certain ends inside the debris. Both Tullius sees something jagged on the left side, and Tyrion sees something jagged on the right side, and it looks like it could potentially be of that diamond shape.
I'm gonna go towards the one I can see.
Okay.
Same.
You guys walk over on the steps, not going over into the fog as it comes unhealthily close. It looks like this is some buffer zone between where that fog is and the stairs, and you just get a little bit of that strip of all this debris, and both of you are positioned in front of your debris.
I'm gonna just use my mage hand to just like slowly clear away, just kind of wiping it away. It can only lift a couple, like 5 pounds worth.
Oh yeah,
but...
it's fine. Yeah, it's nothing that strenuous or weight-wise. What about you, Tellius?
I'll use my actual hand.
Okay. As the two of you use your hands and you start moving across, both Tyrion and Tellius become immediately aware that you start seeing the remains of bones inside this. As they looked like from the side it could have been white and the shard and all that, but oh no, this is a sliver of a cracked bone, and you guys are finding other parts of bones inside this debris.
Okay.
Oh well, there's dead people here. Cool. Always good.
Any signs of a shard?
Nothing of shards in that respect. It just looks like the bones themselves, and they look pretty beat up.
It's just a body over here, long dead.
Is there anything in the body, or?
It's bones, but you can make a nature check to try and identify what kind of bones they are, the nature of how they maybe died.
8.
4.
Oh, jeez.
It is a humanoid.
That Well,
They're
you're not.
bones.
Surely it's a humanoid. Probably. Who
I can
knows?
tell you that one thing, they are bones.
They certainly are bones, and of that, you have some, and there's some in front of you,
Yep.
and that's about it.
That's all I
Are
got.
these your bones?
Whoa!
Should we try up the hill?
I think we should be careful because that with the thing, I mean, maybe we need to find that last shard piece because the person only had one portion, and when he walked up when they walked up the hill, it struck him down.
Do we have the one that he had?
Yep.
Yeah.
Show me has it.
It rolled down the hill.
Right.
So we have 3 shards total, or just the one?
We just have 2.
2.
Okay.
One was in the temple. One was on the hill.
We don't really know how many there were, right?
No,
It looks.
Could be more.
I mean, based on the position, based on the pieces, there may be a third one. It looks like, but it doesn't look like there's anything nearby.
I mean, what kind of literary device would it be if there were at least 3, right? Like, things don't come in pairs of 2. That's ridiculous.
Sure is, isn't it?
The mix-up.
I take a moment to process that Charnuk just said literary device.
I've read lots of books since we've been doing the series.
Everyone is looking back and forth and wondering, what is this temple actually doing to us? Truly, we will become unrecognizable by the end.
So if I were to kind of walk around the perimeter of the temple that we're currently in, not going into the fog, but is there anything on the exterior that's noteworthy?
Yeah, and it's obvious enough now that you've started to go around the sides. You can see very large claw marks against the side, on the outside, on every section. The one on the back of the temple, as you're walking around the steps, they actually wrap around the temple completely, looks to be massive compared to the ones on the sides. Look to be much smaller, the claw marks that are on the temple. It looks very animalistic in nature.
Animalistic. Like, how did these compare to what we saw in Waterdeep?
You would have to make a history check.
Well, history, that's my specialty.
Literary
6.
devices. They could be anything related to scratches. You've seen a lot of them. And speaking of scratches, your back needs some scratches, and you start kind of just going against the wall, and the mind wanders quickly enough to forget about it. But enough to be like, I better tell next time I come back from my walk.
Yeah. I'll wander back inside. Hey guys, there's some pretty big scratches on the outside of this temple, so we probably need to be on the lookout when we do go for things with scratchy claws.
Okay.
Scratchy claws.
Hmm.
The only way forward is up the hill.
I know, I'm just hesitant because lightning is painful.
Well,
It's not
I
that
could
bad.
I can go first.
I
We
can
literally,
actually.
we have resistance to lightning now. We all have resistance. to
I know
lightning.
we do. It's just a natural response. I don't want to be struck by lightning.
Don't be a baby, Tyrion. Come on.
What?
Lightning striking you is going to feel like a mosquito biting. It's nothing.
And we checked, and we looked everywhere inside the temple.
You can investigate more?
Tyrion, do you want to take another look around first, or do you?
Let's look around the temple ruins. I know we looked around the surrounding area, but I don't know if we really picked through the ruin itself.
Yeah, I don't think we did either. That's why I was thinking we could look around
I'll
the
take
actual.
a look. I'll take a gander.
The actual temple, yeah, I will.
Both of you, make an investigation check.
I'm going to
24.
place my hand on Tyrion's shoulder and
Yep.
cast guidance.
You got it.
So you get
I already
1d4
rolled.
extra. Oh, you just add a d4.
Natural 20.
Let's go, dude.
Cool.
Beautiful.
28.
Cool. As you guys look around the temple, investigating, you begin to notice etched into the shrines their names, and they're in languages, and some of the languages you don't recognize and probably far dead from the world. With a 28 and a 20 together, the two of you get the semblance as you're looking through the walls and looking through the walls, and you're seeing, they're not repeating names, but like the amalgamation of characters even to recent time, you eventually end up on one that catches your attention, and you see the name one second. Probably gonna fuck it up. I'm gonna get yelled at. That's why I'm reading this. I'm trying to find this.
Yelled out by whom? Probably me.
Craptastic. Was it in the other one? Yeah, here it is. Here we go. Here we go. And really? Really? Why? Well, I think it's this, and I'm probably going to mispronounce it, so spot on. But anyway, you see the name Ari Gilfrey.
No, that was correct.
Okay, good. Because I apparently haven't written your last name down, and it's not even on your initial document paper. That's why
It's
I'm
on his
looking.
character sheet.
It is.
Oh, that's where I should have looked. I have all my notes and all the stuff you discussed with me when you first pitched me the character. I'm scrolling through it. I got your mom, your dad, your brother. Where the fuck's your last name? I had the
Hang
letter
on.
from Jaqualdin.
It totally has to be from my original thing, because I have that written down on my document.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know. I'm not going to look through it now. But
Anyway, no, that was correct.
Good on me. So you see the name Ari Gilfrey. Next to the rest of all those many names, probably, I'd say, north of 300 plus character names, you've seen an X next to every single one of those except Ares.
Oh, jeez.
Ares does not have any markings next to his name.
Interesting. Isn't this that guy?
Oh, the
One of the
glowy guy?
chosen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, purple face.
Yes.
That's odd.
Huh.
I mean, it's not very odd considering he was purpley.
But wait, no, but
He's not anymore, right?
this is a temple to Zahir.
Yeah, you guys don't know Ari came back or got cleansed yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, but you do.
disappeared.
You do. No. Yeah, because you just went on the thing. Never mind. Yeah, you guys went through the world between, so.
Well, we don't know what happened
Yeah,
to him. We just know
right.
he got out.
Yes.
We don't know what that means. We just know he's
Yes.
not.
Maybe after Escort he came here. Pretty simple enough, right?
There you go.
It's
Does it look
possible.
like these are, like, specifically, are they, like, carved in, like, with a chisel or a knife, or are they, like, magically inscribed?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
That's a 13.
They appear like magical runes from into the wall. That they're not carved in the normal sense. It actually more looks like they're appearing and they're being, I believe, embossed out of the wall. You can actually feel it like Braille.
Mm. So this area has some importance to Zahir.
That's maybe. It's
And
not. I don't think he was actually here. These look like they were
No.
set in place by some sort of
Yes,
magical
and-
force.
and all the other names have X's on them. Maybe
And they're dead.
that would be my assumption. someone's killing off these people for some reason, and Ares the last one left. Or maybe after one gets killed, another one takes its place. It's the path of Zahir's champions. Once a champion dies, a new one appears on the wall.
Maybe.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
That sounds reasonable.
yeah.
Sounds right, but what ailed him was madness, wasn't it?
Yes.
So then these are Melora's champions? I understand this is within the Temple of Zahir, but...
I doubt it.
You can make an investigation check again to see if you recognize any of the names as champions of Melora. Because you do know at least one of them. Because you murdered him.
Yeah, sure.
I will give Tyrion guidance.
As you look for the name Ragnorum Gekken on the wall to see if you recognize that name.
12.
Doesn't seem to be on here, but there's a lot of names and there's dead languages, so he maybe, but of the recent names on the list, none of them jump out to you, and you don't really understand any of them, but some of the names are fun.
I think if Ragnorum was on here, he would be the last one crossed off because he was just killed recently.
Fair. If they were champions of Melora.
If they were in order.
I mean, he was very old, so he could have been one of the first.
That's true.
But it doesn't look like his name is on here at all.
Right. I mean, there are many.
This being a Temple of Zahir, I think it's Zahir's champions.
That tracks.
Do we want to try and ascend
Ascend?
Walk up
the
the hill?
hill? Go up
Right.
the hill.
Oh. I was thinking,
Achieve enlightenment.
yes.
Now is the time.
Write your name in.
Right. We should probably keep our eyes open for any extra shards along the way, but I figure
Did we see any other bodies on the hill?
Just
No.
the fresh one that just got incinerated, and the two very old skeletons on each
The
side.
skeletons.
Well,
None
so
that
quick.
were
It
on
was,
the hill.
yeah, it was tough to see exactly what happened because it was so far away, but you just saw a lot really quickly, and especially the lightning strike made it quick enough.
Well, a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
We should, I think the only way forward is up the hill. So we should, number one, look to see if the shard was dropped on the hill on our way up.
No, we saw the shard roll down the hill.
No, but we need one more.
Oh, yeah.
If someone else tried to go up and they dropped it on the hill and it got stuck on the hill.
We'd probably still have to go up the hill to find it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. While
Okay,
we're going up, we need to keep our eye out
Then let's
for
totally
shards.
do that.
Or maybe another body that we didn't see before that has it. Or maybe the corpse that we saw, he dropped one, but he has another one on him.
So many options. It's probably
He
on the way.
could be holding it or in a pocket. We'll
Well,
have to.
Well, we can't do anything standing here, I guess.
Should we kind
halfway
of?
there?
Should we comb? Should we kind of spread out so we cover more of the hill?
Maybe,
Suggesting
maybe
that we
have
split
like
Can, but people would go into the fog, and one person wouldn't have to go into the fog.
Yeah, guys,
There's
let's
just
split up.
let's
There's
let's
just a channel.
let's have enough distance so that we're not in the fog, but we don't all get hit by a single lightning strike.
You
That's
can
good.
walk 2 by 2 in order to stay in that column up the hill. But if you want to spread far enough out, there's not enough space for you guys to walk up the hill 6 long or 5 long.
Yeah, we don't have to do it that much. I just wanted to cover the hill
Sure.
that's not in the fog.
Yep.
And besides, Ignatius can protect us from all the lightning, so we'll be.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure it's within you.
All right. So, does the group traverse up the side of the hill?
We're walking. Let's go.
Are you? What is your pace? Are you sprinting? Or are you walking? Are you doing it quietly? Are you
I would
doing
say
it normal? Like what's the deal?
moving quietly and non-aggressively, just casually moving up at the
Yeah, I'm just casually looking,
not like
moving.
sneaking or anything, but
No.
just walking.
I'm just walking up the hill looking for the third shard.
Okay.
So I'm taking my time to look for the shard.
Shalmir's gonna say, Ignatius, you and I go ahead first.
Sure.
Charnuk, follow 10 feet behind. Telius and Tyrion, 10 feet behind him.
You got it.
All right. At the excellent command and dictation of Shalmir, the group falls out into their battle plan, going up the hill and looking out for any fallen shards. As you guys are casually going, you get maybe a third up the hill, and both Shalmir and Ignatius can hear the rustling of feet, the pitter-patter of them, and you can hear some animalistic noise of there was clearly something. There was give me a perception check to see if you can try and make out this noise you were hearing, and then an abrupt stop at noticing your presence coming up the hill.
17.
What kind of check did you want?
It was just for Shalmir and Ignatius. 17 for Ignatius and Shalmir. 12. Ignatius, you get the sense that it sounded like the sounds of eating is what you were getting on the. Yeah, it sounded similar to that. You've heard that in the wild before, especially I'd say a call to an experience when you guys were doing many of your training exercises out in the land of Skober. One in such occasion would call upon wolves descending on prey and eating their prey. It's hard to forget that sound, and it sounded very similar inside this fog.
Quiet.
Stop. Try to listen. Look.
Okay.
Something's feeding around here.
As you guys settle down, you can actually hear another one, Shalmir, on your side now, as Ignatius points it out, and it hasn't stopped, and you can hear that like licking and the gross sounds you normally hear. If you really focus on people when they eat, they're disgusting. You're hearing that right now. A lot of the lip smacking and so on. You're getting.
Can I tell that it's like an animal, not like a person?
Make a nature
Like,
check.
is it
Hey, you don't know.
great at that? Not
Cannibals.
great at that. 5.
5 could be cannibals. Could be normal humans eating dinner. Could be animals. It's up in the air with
nice
that check.
pasta.
So there's a body of something that's not the dude that we saw struck by lightning.
It's coming from the fog, so it's difficult
Oh,
to
it's
tell.
in the fog.
Yes. The rest of the group you guys have noticed, even they're 10 feet ahead of you, you both got the signals from the two in front of the pack to stop, and now the rest of you are sitting, and you're not quite hearing whatever they are hearing yet, but there's a eerie stillness to the area that you're not a big fan of.
Are we near the body that we saw before?
No, you'd probably have to go one more third up the hill. Okay. You're so far 1/3 there, 2/3 where he was, and to the top of the hill would be the final third.
Do we want to check our corpse here first, or do we even want to investigate what's going on?
Can we see one?
The fog is very dense and thick, so it's difficult to see with these walls. This does not look like natural fog whatsoever. This is clearly some magical fog.
And we haven't reached the guy that was struck on the hill.
No, you'd have to go another third.
I don't think moving into the fog is.
I say quietly.
Good.
Maybe we just quietly try to make our way.
All right. Go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Oh, you know us, the stealthiest group out there.
Mm-hmm.
Casting kindness on myself.
Okay.
A 5.
All right.
Ooh, 14.
A whopping 16
Okay.
at
15.
disadvantage.
Ignatius.
6.
Oh
Yeah, let's
my
go.
God.
Clunky
Charnook
boy.
and Ignatius, as you guys are going up the hill, it is Charnook. You get the look first, and Ignatius.
Ooh.
You see out of the fog, Ignatius, the outline of some sort of face. You can see the eyes itself seem to be glowing with a familiar purple glow. And as that starts to unsettle you, leaping out of the fog in the same instance that is Charnook is seeing, this madness creature comes and starts attacking you guys. I'm going to change the music.
Nice. I know how to deal with these guys.
All right. I need the two of you give me dex saving throws.
Strategy saving throws. That's going to be a 19.
Okay. Yep.
Add +4, +5 if you're near. Tellius.
24 or 23. That was equidistant, so 24.
Okay. And Ignatius?
14.
Okay. So Ignatius gets tackled to the ground while Charnook dives or is able to sidestep as the creature jumps past him, curved claws out, mouth open for a massive bite onto his side, and misses its mark. So in front of Tyrion and Tellius, you guys see emerging from that fog is what, for you, the players would recognize as a velociraptor, a madness version of it. And you can see a lot of the side has all these claws against it, and it seems has scarring. Ignatius, the other one, is on top of you and trying to bite right into your neck, but your armor is protecting you. But as some of the scratches is getting through, and the force of the blow as its claws are trying to break through your armor is going to do some damage. It's going to do 10 piercing damage. As Shalmir, you see your friend get tackled to the ground as this madness creature is trying to rip out.
Take out my sword, speak my command word, and swing at its neck.
Go for it. Roll and attack roll.
Hey, same.
Go ahead.
18.
Hits.
27.
Hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
14 slashing damage.
Okay. As Charnook, you sidestep, you take out your sword immediately as a reaction, cut right across it, deep into the neck. And you can see some blood starts coming out on it, but it is still standing.
23. And 5 of that is radiant, if that does anything.
As you take your sword and you plunge it right into the creature's head, you see the fire start to spark, but then the radiant energy goes throughout, and the creature just gets melted from the inside with that beautiful orange radiant energy and topples to the side where Ignatius is. And then you notice it just immediately starts rolling and falling down the hill toward the temple. As it's tumbling towards, the other creature looks and sidesteps. The rest of you guys just watch as it sidesteps, as it rolls right into those debris piles where you saw the bones earlier lined up, and the body slams against the temple side of the wall and then recenters itself right inside where everything collects at the bottom of this hill. The other creature is looking at you, Charnook, and it is about to take a jump at you, but Tellius and Tyrion both have an opportunity if you guys would want to do something to the creature before it's going to attack Charnook.
Can I attack it?
Yes, most certainly. I mean, you
It's
guys are so
gonna fucking
close.
die.
Okay. As the blood's coming out of its cut neck and torso, its claws are extended out.
23 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
I'm gonna.
Yep.
Oh,
Just
keep
wait.
going, keep going.
Just let me kill it, bro. Like,
As Charnook's finishing his cut, the swing and trying to bring it back for readying parry, The thing focusing on Charnook, Tellius just comes up and just go ahead. And what's the damage?
Let me smite it first. We'll just drop we'll just do a nice little third level smite, you know. Too crazy. Alright. Oh, that's tragic.
What is the...
And there's an additional 2d10. Okay, so there's
Well, that was a good roll.
yeah, and that's just the against the madness, and then the smite damage is all right. So 8 plus 19 plus 30, and let me just make sure.
You got to multiply it by the claw of Halal damage for madness.
Oh, it triples it. Yeah, so that's a lot of damage, eh?
57 times 3.
Yeah. So
We'll
does
stop. We'll stop.
One-
So
171.
it has to die.
So, as it's like sizing you up and Charnook like swinging the blades heavy, you're trying to bring it back in time. It's like about to leap, and it gets maybe like the tiniest bit off the ground, and you see all momentum stop as a blade just comes through its face from Tullius into the ground, and the thing just collapses, and Tullius just whoop through the back, skidding it, just splits it in half, and you see the thing go in half, and then start sliding down the hill and tumble away.
As you can see, radiant like ice encasing it as it's like dead.
I'm gonna move towards it actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah. You grab one of it, two of it.
Just like grab its arm.
Grab a half of one of the arms. The other half will slide down the hill unless you want to grab both halves.
No, and
Okay.
I want to do a quick experiment if you don't mind.
You can
It's
try.
dead. I don't care.
I'm going to take out my dagger and I'm just gonna kind of saw off a finger.
Okay. As you're starting to saw and Ignatius is getting up and thinking Shalmir, all of you feel a...
All right, I'm taking one.
Never. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and.
What direction is it coming from? Because I want to be the first one to take it on.
You can feel it from the right side where Shalmir was on, going up this hill, and I would say you were also on that right side. You can feel it coming, and it feels a little higher up on the hill as you can hear this.
I just want to maneuver as best I can to be in a position where once it emerges, I can just sort of pierce the side.
You got it.
Can I
I'm just
speak?
gonna be-
Yeah.
You go. You
Yeah.
go.
Can I speak the command word for my sword? Spark.
Yep. The lightning comes out, a lightning sword to match Shalmir's flames and his sword. All right. The beautiful blue glow on your face, the radiant orange on Shalmir as you guys are looking about here.
I'm going to get into a tree so that I can leap towards the back of its head.
There are no trees on this path. We were in trees
Never mind.
last time. I have to change it up this time. No trees.
I'll just have to use my massive thighs.
All right. So are you guys staying where you are, or are you trying to continue to move?
I am.
You're closing in on where the apparent in-person or humanoid creature was attacked.
I want to keep moving, but Tyrion is now going to be flying 5 feet off the ground, so he's
Yep.
making a little bit less sound.
Your wings come out and you ascend.
I'll move to the body.
Okay. As you guys are moving up to the body, you're still hearing the... And
Okay.
as you're getting there, you actually feel now on your left side, you hear a bellowing roar from a creature enough that you can feel the bass in yourself as it roars, and you start feeling heavier footfalls to the left of you guys as well now. But it's now, that one seems behind. Like, it doesn't seem in your immediate direction because you guys have continued to move forward. It sounds like they're coming toward where the sound and the encounter happened with the Madness Raptors, or Curved Claws of what I call them in this world.
I think we should just keep moving to get to the body and look at it quick.
Okay.
Keep moving.
I say quietly to the group.
I would say don't run though. Don't make extra noise.
I will
Just
cover
move.
your flank in the case of these large creatures. Do what you need to do.
Tellius is
Looking
behind
safe.
with the chilled blade of the Claw of the Law, watching you all. You guys are almost like back to back in some senses, walking as calmly and quietly as you can. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me as you guys approach the body. And a medicine
13.
check for
18?
Ignatius as soon as he gets there. 18.
Can I
Natural
do
20.
Knock
Yeah.
Let's go.
myself again.
Charnook, you said 18?
12.
12? Okay.
18.
18
Fat
was
eight.
him. Fat 8 for Xiaomir. All right.
My stealth has been great today.
Heavy armor boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ignatius, give me a medicine check as you're able to get to the area to try and deduce what was going on.
Okay, medicine check. 16.
16. Clearly, there was a quick struggle. I'd say you can see a bloodline, like something was impaled into the individual and then was dragged out, causing the blood to follow. And then whatever hit him, or it, or they, clearly caused some sort of destruction where the smolder is. There's no body, no evidence of anything left behind. Besides, it looks like a blood trail in one direction where something must have come and hit and left. And then there's smudging that looks like it was pulled into the fog in the opposite direction. Left side, it was pulled into the left side, and it looks like the blood was coming out from trailed to the right side. With that, though, Xiaomir, over your head as you're with the group, you see this large maw of a madness creature come over. You can hear the breathing of it. It hasn't noticed your group, but it is looking out. It comes out of the fog, and all the fog like breaks around it, and you can see its hands. It's got like 4 claws on each hand, and it's looking out. And as you're about to point that out, a madness curved or shifty fingers comes and grabs the neck of that dinosaur and lifts it into the air and starts, and you hear a crack of its neck as the rest of your group now sees about 3 times the size of that towering creature is a shifty fingers merging out of the fog.
It's on my side, right?
It is, yeah, it's on the left side where it just came over your group right now. They don't seem to know you guys are here because once they were moving, they were hearing each other. And now this one has now eaten that one and isn't quite aware of your group just yet with your wonderful stealth checks. But your hearts are racing. As it's above right now and tearing the creature to smithereens, trying to continue to break its neck in its mouth.
Yeah, maybe we should just keep moving at our current pace
Yeah, I am
and
just.
sound level.
I am going to make sure I'm keeping my eyes peeled for if they notice us, and if so, I will preemptively strike if it seems they're going to take aggressive action upon the party.
Cool.
Keep moving.
Everybody give me stealth checks.
Being
As you-
loud, I'm going to prepare back.
Okay. As you guys try to slowly and quietly, at a reasonable pace, back away from this shifty fingers, it is cracking and now throws the body to the ground, the head missing. You can see the carcass and blood just starts oozing out onto the path. As it begins to roll away, you see the claw, the curved claw, its entire hand just go cutting it like a cage, piercing through, and the skin looks like how you would pierce chicken on a kebab with ease, and you see it just drags it into the fog. What is your guys' stealth checks?
Oh, guys.
9.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
That's really high, guys.
Total 20.
I
20?
also rolled a total 20.
Okay. Xiaomir?
5 total.
Beautiful. All right.
Yeah,
So the
really good at that.
Tellius trying to be like backing up and not looking and keeping everybody covered, accidentally like bumps into Tyrion, who was like trying to get one last look at the body, but he's trying not to waste time. That's not there anymore. And his wings kind of like bump into both Shalmir and Tellius. And then when Tellius is like, was that a... And then the both Paladin boys' armors chink against one another.
No.
And you just hear this loud chink in the area echo out. And you hear the body drop again. And just some of the legs left of the carcass as you hear a... But in front of you, you guys start to hear a...
Oh, that's an awfully furrowed brow.
Does it die in one hit to my claw?
No, it doesn't. We know this.
It's the real question.
Testing. Testing changes. No, definitely not.
That's
like
the Melora.
That one's different than the Melora.
Yeah, Melora. Oh, she woke up.
That's a lot.
Young Melora.
That's
Yeah,
all
we'll
good.
go with the rest.
Okay.
You hear out in the fog. Nope,
Then do the voice changer. Perfect.
There you go.
New flesh for the pets.
And I need you guys to make dex saving throws as you see these purple curses come out of the fog towards you guys.
Oh,
14.
2 2s.
Okay, 10, 14, 2 2s.
5.
5.
Are we getting +5 from the paladin?
So 10, yeah.
Is this like a area of effect thing, or is it targeting directly?
Targeting directly.
Did you add your
The shields?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do that if it.
Wait, is this magical?
Yes, but it's coming
Oh,
out of
you
the
guys
fog,
get-
so you have no
You guys
idea
get
where
advantage.
it's
All right. 15. Wait, who gets advantage?
Okay.
Against 1,000 magical effects within 30 feet while holding the claw.
Wait, everybody has advantage?
Yeah, let me read it, bro.
Oh, wait, I would have had advantage anyway. I already rolled with advantage. I saw
When
it.
you
Don't worry
have
about
a
it.
drawn sword, it creates an aura in a 10-foot radius around you. Increase it to 7
Ooh,
to 30 at level 17, which I am.
nice.
Mine
You
is
and all
the same
creatures
number.
friendly to you in the aura have
Same.
saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Nice.
It's literally right there. That's what it reads.
Yeah, so everyone gets advantage and +5.
Oh, I rolled a 1 this time, so it doesn't matter. But
So
Yeah.
total 20 from me.
Let's go.
Okay.
Thanks for the advantage.
you're welcome. Super
Looks
paladin.
like we need to change the music again.
Paladin's great.
Boy,
Yeah.
with the Jurassic Park.
I loved the Jurassic Park music, I will
Good.
say.
Good.
Good old John.
John Williams.
No, John.
Oh, John Hammond.
No,
All right.
John Ham?
John Smith.
Michael Crichton?
John Travolta?
Ignatius is the only one that dodges, I believe.
I got a 25.
Shalmir does
I
succeed.
used my shield. My shield
Gotcha.
gets it.
The two of you pull up your shields at the last moment, and the curses bounce and dissipate off the shields. The rest of the group, you are all now affected by the confused condition and take 40 points of necrotic damage.
40.
Whoa. Brutal.
My goodness.
I don't see the confused condition in here. Yeah.
It's a spell.
Yep.
Yeah, I did know that. I just wasn't sure if it's like a
It's not an actual condition.
No.
should be.
You guys just get to roll D10s. Everybody roll initiative.
Ooh, initiative.
Yeah. Theater of the
Oh,
mind.
nice.
21.
19.
20.
What world are we in? Hello?
Melora's.
Hello.
Don't worry, it feels
Yeah.
Whoa.
Shalmer rolled a 6.
Nice.
There it is.
That's That's a dirty 20.
Justin, I want your character next campaign to be first in initiative every time.
It is a dex-based wizard, so...
Oh, there
Everybody
you go.
else, give me your numbers again. I got Charnook and Shalmir. I need everybody else.
19.
19 Tyrion.
20
20.
Ooh, what's your dex?
plus 1.
And Telly
I rolled a 19.
21. I rolled a 6 on my d10, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, cool. You already did that for me. Look at you. I will read it to you in a second then.
Is it literally just a confusion spell?
Yep.
Oh, I don't move or take action then. Sick.
Yo, same.
Doing your job for you, Reed. Don't worry.
We got you.
Okay, cool. I'm still writing the numbers down. All right, cool.
Chilling.
All right, so here we are. Top of the order, Tellius.
I do nothing.
You do nothing. As you see these curses come out, and you see the madness shifty fingers enter out of the fog and put its maw down toward the ground, you get a flashback to the last moment you saw Salem alive. As the mouth opens towards you guys, you go to take your sword and not let this happen again, and you find yourself, your body's not moving. You have this lightness in your head, and you can start to hear all the different laughings and cacklings of Meloran voices around you as you do nothing for your turn. Okay.
You get to make a wisdom save at the end of your turn to shake the effect.
Yes. So, go ahead and make that wisdom saving throw now.
At advantage because you're sword.
Advantage.
Do whatever you want, dude.
At this point.
17 probably doesn't succeed.
17 does not save.
Yeah, I rolled like trash. Twice.
So, who's deck? Charnook, you have better decks?
I do. I have a +3.
You are up.
I rolled a 4 on a d10, which means I also don't move or take action.
As you see this same thing emerge, you and Tullius are about to jump on the front line and defend your friends against this monstrosity. And you just freeze up as you hear all these voices, and you start to see the images of the madness minotaur that were inside the horde, and they start slowing down this entire encounter, and you feel your heart racing as almost like a panic attack starts coming over. Ignatius, you're up.
I rolled a 22 on my wisdom save.
You are free of it! And you say, I will avenge them! And you rage.
Oh,
You don't get a free rage.
Okay.
No, fuck you. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
It's just a
I
free
changed my
rage.
mind.
It's going into a rage.
Attack read.
It's going into a rage. It's like happening as it lifts until your next turn. Ignatius,
Okay.
what do you want to do?
They're coming after us, right?
You can see a Shifty Fingers is looking to open its maw and eat all of you in the path, and you still
Yep.
have like tracer points to the two creatures that were in the
Yep.
fog.
Okay. I am going to do a 7th level Call Lightning.
Do it, punk.
Big lightning.
Storm clouds start to erupt around you guys, and you hear the of the storm above as Ignatius, illuminated by the glowing blue of the lightning around his sword, looks up and puts his hand up to the storm clouds above. All right?
Cole McGrath style.
Awesome.
And they need to do a dexterity saving throw. 18.
What's the AoE? How far is the range?
It's 5, so I'll do it on the shifty.
Okay, yeah, so it's just a shifty.
Yeah.
Nope, that's a fail.
Okay, so 7d10. I'll just do it here.
Do it.
Because I don't have 7d10.
Ignatius, gripping the sword in one hand and the other one open and up to the sky, brings it down both closed, and the lightning just you can feel the weight hit on top of the Madness Shifty Finger as the mouth closes and starts yelling at the lightning that's striking down onto it.
18.
Thankfully, the Shifty Finger does not have any of those beholder eyes that was sewed into the ones you remember.
Don't you have a thing that lets you do max damage?
Yeah. Hang on. 47, 50.
He's saving it for the final boss.
50. 56. I could use that, and might as well use it now. Okay. Yeah. I'll use the channel divinity and do max damage, which is 70. Right,
Okay.
70, 10? Yeah, 70 damage.
Cheeky.
70 lightning damage that ignores resistance.
Mhm.
OP. If Torleaf were here, he'd be so proud.
Little lightning goes through, and you can see it start frying off pieces of the skin of the Madness Shifty Finger. It is enraged by it, but these crackles of blue lightning continue to, like, arc around it as it takes in this impact. Next up is the creature in the fog. Yes. Yeah. Got anything else?
I can also push it 10 feet away with Thunderbolt Strike ability. Oh wait, larger, smaller creature. It's not larger, smaller.
It is
Never mind.
gigantic. Yep.
Yeah. Just ignore me.
Yep. Okay. Seeing this lightning strike come down, Ignatius, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma. Oh
Yep.
jeez. Okay. Not good.
So good.
Charisma.
And probably the advantage, right? If it's magical.
10.
Okay.
Oh, do I get advantage if it's magical?
No, you would get the +5, probably.
Well, I get the
Well,
plus 5. Yeah,
you're still within Tellius's range.
yeah
so
Tellius
still
had
get
+5 and...
Or,
Oh, if it was magical.
Yeah, against magical effects because of the sword, we have advantage.
The sword gives advantage against magical effects.
Yes.
Advantage or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, cool. I'm just listening, making sure. That's all.
Sure. Oh, wow, that is so much better. 23. Oh, 22, sorry.
Yeah, whatever. So nothing fun happens is what that is.
Nothing fun happens.
You guys don't get to have more fun, so whatever. This account
I've
is a
heard
more
Rupert
challenge.
confused already. It's okay.
It would have been more fun. Anyway, Ignatius, you start to hear in your head.
Come here. Come talk with me. With me here. Come over here.
And you feel yourself take one step, two step, and you're almost going into the fog, and then you find yourself as you can feel that like call from the claw of Halal pulling you to go aid Tellius.
I gotta help my friend.
Excellent. Next up is Tyrion. You failed, right?
I am confused, and I rolled an 8.
8.
So is anybody within melee range of me?
Yeah.
Please punch me. Please punch me for the love of God.
Shalmir, Tellius, Charnook.
Oh no.
Please try to hit me.
I make a random melee attack against one of them.
So roll a d4, and it'll go against anybody. So let me call it out, though. 1 will be Charnook, 2 will be Shalmir, 3 will be Tellius, and 4 will be Ignatius.
Ignatius, you're going to get slapped.
Okay, uh-oh.
So I pull out my +1 dagger.
Oh no!
That's not a slap. Hold on.
And try to make a melee attack at you.
This was not what we agreed.
He's got a knife.
Look, I only slapped you. Come on.
I mean, I figure
Yeah, it's not gonna hit him.
Yeah. I mean, do you want me to make an unarmed strike read, or do you want me to use my weapon?
Use your weapon to attack him. You're still
No,
not
use the weapon. I'm not messing around.
Ignatius, as you're like pulled back, I gotta help.
Not even close.
Yeah.
4.
As,
Yeah,
like, I gotta go
no.
help Tellius. You see, turn Tyrion.
Technically 10.
Yeah, still.
His body is like shuddering, and as he takes out a knife, you see him look towards you, and you're just giving this look like, Tyrion?
What do you do?
And it's very, like, he goes up and just instincts kick in from all your war stuff. And as the knife comes, you just take your blade and just, like, the contact of the parry just knocks it right out of his hand. The blade falls to the ground. And you give this look to Tyrion, and his eyes are clearly indicating, like, I don't have control. Like, I don't know what's going on. And you
and
just
then
experiencing something fucking weird going on.
Yep.
You get it. Yes.
And then I rolled a 16 on my wisdom save.
Not free yet. You can
Okay.
you can hear the voices continue around your head.
That is my turn, I believe, then.
Did you roll that at advantage?
I did not roll it at advantage.
Go ahead.
That is a 19.
Still no. Go fuck yourself. All right.
Wait.
Okay. Well,
Plus 5, 24.
no one wants to have fun in this game tonight.
Hey.
Nobody. You can feel control coming back over your body as all these like extra chances came out of nowhere because everyone remembered the rules that were in play, and you're empowered by the knowledge that you're playing
Apes
the game
together
correctly. And you
Eight
break.
together. Strong.
Oh my god. Well, you're free of it. Cool. With that said, I need everybody to give me con saving throws. As
Oh, shit.
all of a sudden out of the ground, you see the entirety of the ground becomes this awful black, like, tar. And Ignatius, this is very similar to the residue you were expecting on the body up this hill. And out from the ground, all these hands come up, and they all start grabbing at your legs and reaching up onto the group.
30.
Save.
Is this a magical effect?
Actually, 35.
Yes, it is magic.
22.
Save.
22 as well.
I heard 22, so save.
22, yeah.
Yes.
29.
Save.
14.
Fail.
Delicious.
So everyone who saved takes half of 35 points of necrotic damage as the hands reach up and start burning every bit on you guys. Ignatius,
17.
the hands pull you to the ground, and they start putting their hands over your mouth and trying to stifle any communication you may have, and they grab around your ankles, and you feel yourself being pulled into the ground. Ignatius you can see your friend slowly being, like, eaten by this necrotic amalgamation of hands, all pulling him down towards this hill.
I take 35.
Yes.
Yes. Which I'll have to roll for concentration.
Mm-hmm.
I have advantage from Warcaster.
Okay.
That's going to be. Do you get +5 for concentration checks?
It's a
It's a saving. It's a Constitution saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 22.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
So half 35. That's it. Yeah,
good.
we're good.
All right, that's going to bring up the Madness Shifty Fingers turn. As it turns to look at the group, it's going to put its mouth wide and it's going to try and eat Tellius, and it's going to put both claws down to hit Charnook and Shalmir. As it hits in one go, it's going to make 3 attacks against you guys. The first against Tellius. It's not that great. 21 to hit Tellius.
Miss.
In your dazed confusion, as the mouth comes out towards you, you're able to, as it's closing, dance your way between the teeth and the gaps in which it has, because some of the teeth are broken. It closes, you hear that horrible crunching of teeth on something mammoth-sized. Shalmir. Well, this is what we're doing today, I guess. Another 21.
Well, he misses.
Yep. You take your shield out, and the claws rake against your shield, but you take no damage. And Charnook, well, yeah, it's going to hit you. 29.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The claws rake into you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Oh no, 16.
Plus
16.
21.
As you see the claws cut against your skin, you can see on the claws are all the markings of madness you've seen in the past, and they look like they're going from the claw towards your skin, and you pull it away before it actually grips onto your skin.
Oh, that's bad news.
Yeah. And you will take
50 over under, boys.
It's just the claw, right? It's got to be under.
Just the claw.
40 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Slashing. I'm not raging.
And that'll bring up Shalmir's turn.
So the thing that's casting spells in the fog, can I tell where it is exactly?
You got a little idea because of the tracers, basically, that are happening.
Like I can see, like there's something that I'm looking at. I can see it.
Yeah, give or take. You got an idea.
Okay.
It's like an outline.
Well, then I'm going to attempt to cast Spiritual Weapon on top of what I'm looking at.
Sure. Yes.
That's 60 feet, so I would assume that's
you can do that,
close enough,
definitely.
but,
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my whatever it's called, Radiant Consumption.
Yep.
So my skin turns all crackly orange, and I'm going to whack it if I can with my Spiritual Weapon.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make an attack roll against it.
That will be. Gotta find Spiritual Weapon now. There we go. 27.
Yeah, it is.
And that'll be max damage for that. 12 force damage at plus 17 radiant damage. That's 29 total. And then I will back off, run to the other side, or get as far away from my friends as I can, but still within the range of the shifty fingers, if that's possible. Maybe I have to move forward up the hill or something.
Yes, you would have to for that. As it's like, it's put its claws down, put the mouth, it's like almost laying down in a sense as it's trying to eat you guys, and it looks like it's about to go back to standing up and put itself on the path that you guys are walking on.
I just say, snap out of it, Tellius, kill this thing.
Just as a very brief aside, because I have a PS4 now, I think I need to buy Bloodborne because this music fucking pops.
Ludwig is one of the most notable big boss fights.
I went and looked and I saw Ludwig and I was like, I'm pretty sure I know that name from Bloodborne, just being a notorious name.
Yep. This is one of the when I was asking people like, what boss fight music is any good? They were like, this one, use this one. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty good. I like this. That was weeks ago.
I love
saving it for a special occasion.
The Souls music.
They're great. Layer action.
At the end of my turn, the shifty figure is going to take 9 radiant.
You got it.
Also, I don't know if that guy's concentrating on confusion or not, but if he is, he just took 29 damage.
Not that one.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Layer action at the top of the round. I need Charnook and Ignatius to make wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom.
Magical effect?
Yes.
Important question. Yeah, important question. That's 17.
Okay.
Wisdom. 28.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're on the ground. I totally misspoke. I meant Shalmir, not Ignatius. You're in your own thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Am I doing wisdom?
Yes, wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw?
That's actually a 22 because
22.
of paladins.
Yep.
26.
Yeah, the two of you are completely fine, but as you see, like these, I would say, Dementor-esque, like floating cloaked figures come out and both try and grab the two of you, and you feel yourself being pulled towards the fog, but you just like push it off as it continues back into the fog, and you stop you guys selves from being pulled into the fog. Tellius, you're up. Go ahead and roll a d10.
Ten.
You can act and move normally.
Woo!
I'm still inside the maw of this fucking thing, right?
No, it missed you.
No, like I stepped into the gaps in the teeth, right?
As in, like, it twisted the head to grab you type of deal, or like
Try to
there.
use cinematic here, Reed.
Yeah, okay, you can sure. Go ahead. You're like you're next. You're right next. You're still next to it. I'm just saying you're not in the mouth. You're like next to it.
Okay. Right then. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll just take two swings at it with two hands.
All right, you take the claw of halal. Go ahead and make an attack.
22.
Yeah, that hits.
Second one is a 17.
That does not hit.
Okay.
Big boy, tough skin.
It's alright. Ooh, max damage on that.
Nice.
Get the calculators out, boys.
Okay. That's the radiant there, and I'm also divine smiting, if that wasn't already obvious.
Yeah, I think it's necessary.
I'm also gonna do a defensive flourish to add an inspiration die to the damage, in addition to my AC. So now my AC is 25.
Nice.
Until the start of my next turn. And the smite. Let's do a 5th level smite for max damage. Smite damage is 5d8. It's 21 radiant damage.
Just give me that final number.
I don't know.
I know you get it.
49 times 3, I think it was 17, 9, 3, 21. Right, that was it.
Yep.
So that's 147.
147.
Woo! All right.
It's alive. No.
As you come up, you cut off one of its shifty claw hands, and as you go to try and do another attack, the falling of the shifty hand like knocks your blade back on the stroke as you're coming up to hit and causes you to miss your second attack. It's still alive, but it reacts to its hand falling off with a terrible roar and pain right in your face, and as the mouth opens up, you can just see like on the insides all these like awful growths on the inside of its mouth, reminiscent of what you guys saw in Corlin's temple from all the tunnels.
Ew.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Advantage.
Preliminarily, oh god, yeah, 26.
You feel the effect wear off on you.
Excellent.
Sorry?
And
Yeah.
wait, this action, I will give an inspiration to Tyrion.
Do you say anything in your inspiration to Tyrion?
Tyrion, if you could do something about the giant tangling hand things with Ignatius, that would be great. And hopefully that's inspiring to him.
Some would say. Chardu, you're up.
I'm going to use my bonus action to rage.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to race towards the big giant lizard thing and chop its kneecaps clean off with my vocal greatsword.
The kneecap was a back.
Tell your friends. Tell them.
Attack reckless, great weapon master.
You got it.
So that's going to be 23 on the first strike.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse. Yep, that was right. Sorry. And then 22 on the second strike.
Well, that.
All right. That's going to be 29, 30, 34 on the first strike.
You got it.
And
As the first leg you carve into it, as you cut, it goes down to one knee as your Vorpal Greatsword goes all the way to the bone but not through, and you take it out and you turn for the next leg. Go ahead.
30 flat.
You got it. You do the same to the back side of it, and the thing tumbles on its legs to the ground. It looks like it's in real rough shape.
I have disadvantage on all attacks that are not against me, and if anyone gets struck by an attack from it, they have resistance to that damage.
You got it. Ignatius, it is your turn. You are currently restrained against the ground with these things over your mouth right now.
Yeah.
I need you to... Well, you can still cast spells from it. You can still command the lightning, as long as it doesn't require verbal. Or you can try and break the restraint with a athletics contest type of deal.
I will try to break the restraints. I do not want to be in this.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Athletics?
Yeah, it's athletics against their strength, I believe.
26.
+5.
It's athletics, not a saving throw.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Good for you. Close. I rolled well, too. 23 was on my
Oh,
roll.
shit. Oh, man. I have pretty good athletics. So.
Yep. So as it's over and it's trying to restrain your arms, you don't let it. You keep the sword up and you just cut the other sword out and start grabbing against your mouth. You rip it down, and cut your legs free, and you stand as the necrotic hands are still falling off you. That'll be your action, but you get there and then your movement to get out of the necrotic pool, and as you're freed now, the last of the necrotic hands dissipates.
All right, I guess you don't have to do that now, Tyrion. You go ahead.
All right, so I still have my bonus action.
You do have that available to you.
Yes, so I'm going to... Okay, does spiritual weapon not get better when you
It does get better when you
upcast it? Oh, it does, but it's not every level. I was just looking at...
It's like every 2 levels. Yeah.
Fourth level to 5th level, it didn't change at all.
Is Call Lightning a bonus action?
That's an action, but I can do spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Sure.
Which I'm going to do at 4th level.
You got it, as a Legionnaire sword appears.
Yes, and I'll put it next to the shifty fingers.
You got it.
And I'll swing at it with it.
Can you do that in a bonus action?
I think so, right? When you call it in, you can attack with it. Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
I thought so.
That's what I did.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's, doesn't matter. Okay, yes, so, I gotta roll for it.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, not great. 15.
Does not hit. The skin is too tough.
Damn.
As the sword tries to go in, and a little bit does, but it's too thick. I mean, this thing's gigantic.
Damn. Okay.
All right. Next thing's turn. Let's see. It saw that. So, yeah. Is now the creature's turn. I need one of you. Let me just see. Yeah. I need Tullius as the obvious threat here. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Is a 30 good enough?
Yeah, it is.
Possibly.
I'm not even gonna roll it.
You see this in the fog, a familiar look as this glowing green explodes outwards from the individual's index finger, and it goes past everyone right towards Tullius, and as it's about to hit you, you take up the Sword of Halal and just catch it, and you see the beam itself split and dissipate into the fog. You take no damage from a finger of death.
Very good. Very good.
Tyrion, it is your turn.
What was the direction of that shot?
That was over near where Shalmir's spiritual weapon is radiating a brilliant orange light above. It's tough to make out in the mist right now, the look of the creature, but it is over in that direction.
I gotta focus in that area.
Yeah.
Channel 2 sorcery points to make my spell cast a bonus action. And I'm gonna cast a 5th level fireball.
Do it!
Hey.
You don't have to aim if you use a shotgun.
So that is a dexterity saving throw.
You got it.
It's more of a grenade, to be honest.
Yeah. More of a grenade, you're right.
Does a 19 save?
That is my save.
Oh! So I'll take half.
Just barely.
Oh.
Ignoring
dexterous.
resistance,
Yep.
it'll take... Ooh, all of you are very nice. That is 43 fire damage cut in half.
22. Well,
21. You're right.
21, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, in addition,
Yep.
I'm going to use my action to throw a firebolt in that direction.
Yeah.
Do
Meta
I
magic
roll-
allowed it to be a bonus action for the fireball. Is that what that was? Or
Yeah,
was it-
fireball was bonus action,
Yep.
and then firebolt for my action.
You got it. Yeah, roll an attack against it. A disadvantage.
Would that
'cause
be
of
a...
the fog.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I figured.
It's part of the whole scene here.
So that is going to be a 25 to hit still.
Yeah, it still hits. You guys are gross. They need every help they can get, and you still.
That is going to be 24 fire damage.
You get the sense that this thing is feeling real weak, real fragile. Actually, with that,
I wonder if its priorities change.
is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
It's going to take its legendary action. Appearing in front of you, Hunter, probably the best way to describe this do you remember the witch-looking creatures from God of War that were called, I think, Revenants?
Revenants, yeah.
Basically,
Yeah, okay.
one of those twirls and appears around you with purple madness eyes. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw as its face just starts doing the same Dementor towards thing on you as its body wraps around yours in this long cloak.
21.
Saves.
All the saves.
You feel your body start to give the effects of paralysis, but you are able to shake it off, and you're only going to take half of 20 points of necrotic damage.
All right. So
And then the
10.
thing disappears from around you back to its spot in the fog.
That is the duration. That is the completion of my turn.
All right, that actually then hits the next creature's turn. Seeing that explosions at the other one, it's going to point to you. I need you to make another con saving throw as a green light explodes out towards you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck!
That is only a
Did you roll-
17.
Did you roll an advantage?
I
Did you roll
did. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh, no!
Oh, wow.
Oh, when it rains, it pours!
And my plus 10 gives
Yeah.
plus with an extra plus 5 gets me to 17.
Wow.
Yikes, buddy.
Yikes.
I hope you don't die.
I've
53
got more than one
points.
health.
53
53
points of necrotic damage as a finger of death. That can't be right. I guess it is. Really?
Yeah, but
It's like a 6 or wait, what is it 7th level?
It's a 7th level. Yeah, okay. It's still a
That's-
lot. Yeah, it's still a lot.
Yeah.
53 points of necrotic damage. I didn't. Some of them were rolled.
Also
I mean,
raise
it just
the zombie if you
it
kill
literally
them.
just
Yeah,
cut my
yeah,
health
yeah.
in half.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I rolled a bunch of ones in there. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. You just got hit by a finger of death. Is all. You recognize it. Oh, what a terrible feeling. Hate that shit. As your body just reverberates, but your strength and constitution, especially your magical acuteness, if you've trained over the years, help you withstand just being utterly obliterated by it. Not you. You're a goddamn sorcerer of great aptitude. Please. Shifty Fingers is his turn. It is going to take all 3 attacks at advantage against Charnook. First one is a 26.
Yep.
Second one is a crit.
Ooh.
Third one is a crit.
What?
Whoa.
Thank you for advantage.
Nice knowing you, boys.
So the first one's a bite, so I need you to give me a athletics saving throw.
Athletics check or
no,
strength?
it's probably a dex saving throw then. It's a dex saving throw.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. That's 12, 17.
17. That's a fail as it crunches you in its mouth and you do not escape the maw of the Shifty Fingers. You will take 20. I can't add. 8 points of piercing damage from the mouth as you are now grappled by it inside its mouth. And then inside its mouth, it takes its claws and starts trying to rip you in half with both of its claws.
It only has one hand, right?
With one claw. You're right. So it'll make both the attacks with just the one claw. Like rips and rips. Good call. Good call. That'll be 52 points of piercing damage because of the crit. And fuck me. Oh, I rolled really low. Lucky you. 49 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make con saving throws twice as his madness fingers try to affect you.
That was 49 on the second?
Yes.
You'll take 50 total on that. Okay. Since it's attacked.
Alright, 2 con saves?
Yes, 2 con saves as you can feel the madness trying to infect your body.
That's not good. That one's a 15. No, 20. 20.
You feel okay on the 20.
Alright. Let's see. Okay, that's better. That's 32.
Okay. As
thank God for paladins.
As the madness begins to climb onto your skin, the light of Halal expands out from the blade, and it shoots up towards you, Charnook, to prevent the madness from taking hold. Your body is covered in cuts now. You are bleeding from all over your chest. You can feel the teeth of the Shifty Finger on your insides doing a number to you. The claws have raked through your neck. You have chunks of yourself missing all about. You're in a very difficult and precarious position against the creature.
Don't worry about me.
Shalmir, it's your turn.
First, as my bonus action, I'm gonna take a hit at that creature with the spiritual weapon.
Do it, punk! You won't!
20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And I'm gonna make that... That's 9 force damage plus 17 radiant, so 26 total.
You see your anvil go to hit the creature in the fog, but you can see the entirety of the outline collapse beneath your anvil as it splats to the ground and comes up. There does not appear to be any more creature.
Right. And then I'm just gonna make attacks at this Shifty Fingers.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's a 26.
Hits.
Let's do the other one. Just get that out of the way. 17 is the next one, so that's not.
Does not hit. 17 does not hit. So just the one attack. As you take your flaming sword and lunge up into the, like, right under the neck of the creature, while Charnook is stuck in the teeth.
Watch it!
Can I do this math? 22, but I'm also going to smite.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, never mind.
How do you want to do this? Save your spell.
Just like stab it right beneath the throat.
Yep.
And just the orange. First of all, it's a flaming sword, so the fire starts going into it, and it's growing brighter and brighter, and the radiant energy pops out of the sword, just blowing its head off.
Beautiful. As it releases, you can feel as the pop's coming, Charnook, the grip fades as the life is struck from the creature, and you just immediately push yourself out of the mouth onto the ground. The eyes itself crack instead of the purple glow, just like Shalmir's radiant consumption. As his skin cracks, you start to see the orange behind the eyes as the orange explodes out, and then the head erupts as the body collapses to the ground.
Oh. That was dope.
Top of the order. Everybody give me a wisdom saving throw.
29.
Okay, save.
30.
Save.
Natural 20.
Save.
22.
Save.
22.
Save.
Guys, nice.
All you hear is... Tell you, top of the order.
I had to step away for a moment there. What did I miss?
You missed Shalmir finishing off the Shifty Finger and one of the Revenants.
Okay, and what else is around?
There's just one Revenant left in the fog, that Finger of Death Tyrion.
He got Tyrion?
Yep, he did hit Tyrion.
It hurt.
He's not dead,
but he's not dead.
Oh, okay.
You guys are beefy boys. You're all right. You can take a few more.
Did I see what direction that came from?
Yes, because it's a glowing green stream of
Right.
awful necrotic energy.
Did I think I could make it with 40 feet of walking speed?
You can, but you would have to enter the fog. And that may be a deterrent, up to you.
Not scared. I have this holy weapon with me.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you enter into the fog and go to attack the creature. You can make a roll to attack as you get up on it. Did you play God of War at all? 2018 version?
No, but...
There's a creature in there that this resembles. It's the Revenant, and it's this evil-looking, sickly witch creature with long hair that hangs over, big hunch, has this awful staff on it. Looks just awful.
Right.
You know,
I believe you were the one that cast that Finger of Death on me.
Actually, Shalmir killed that one. This one came from a different direction. So
I believe you've been targeting my friend over there.
It's definitely not responding to you.
As I say that, I'm readying a branding smite with my bonus action with one of the charges from the claw.
You got it.
And then I'm making 2 attacks with 2 hands.
Okay. Go ahead and make those attacks, baby. Here's the picture of what
that's the damage roll. I'm stupid. 26 and
Hits.
31.
Hits.
Yeah. Okay. So the first one deals. And I'm smiting, by the way. Just at first level, nothing spooky. All right. So first one is 13. So that's 4, and then the branding smite damage, which is 2d6.
As you come up, Tellius two-handed, you take the Claw of Halal and thrust it right into the creature.
Yeah, okay. So the first one does... There's too many things going on here. Okay, so the first one does 13, whatever the damage is of this. Okay, 13, like, magical slashing damage.
Okay.
And then 4 radiant.
Okay. And that's triple.
And... Oh, is this a badass creature?
Yeah, it's awful.
Oh, great.
Purple glowing eyes, baby.
And then 5 more, like, radiant frost damage. Just kind of... And then it has to make... Yeah. I'll do the rest of the damage, and then if it's still alive, it'll have to make a save.
Okay, so 22 times 3.
66.
Okay.
Yep. And then the second one is... that's 10. That's 11. And you said this was a madness creature?
It is a madness creature.
Oh, I have to add 4d10.
It's dead. If you get 4d10,
Of course it is.
if you get 4 ones, it's dead. Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, if you start tripling stuff, don't worry about it. Yep, it's going to be dead.
Alright. Well, can its soul make the wisdom save?
Yeah.
I want to see what happens to it in the afterlife.
Okay.
If there is an afterlife for these things.
15?
Okay. I was looking at the wrong one. Never mind. It just dies.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I was looking at the wrong smite. That's my bad.
All right. And as the body, you put the sword in, and the ice goes out and just explodes with divine smite from Halal. With that, combat has ended. What are you guys doing?
Keep moving.
I think we should, continue moving.
Tellius, you take 8 points of force damage inside the fog.
It's fine. I'll make my way back.
Okay. When you exit the fog, you take 16 points of force damage.
It's fine. I'm not in the fog anymore, right?
Nope. You are now free of the fog.
Okay.
You guys are back on the track, but you can all hear all of a sudden in multiple directions, all moving towards the noise you guys made.
I'd like to mention that you shouldn't be going in the fog. It hurts in there.
Let's go.
Noted.
Yep. Keep moving.
All right. As you guys make your way to the top of the hill, you actually see in the center is a circular stone structure, and it looks like with the pieces you have, there's a cutout, and it looks like 3 shards fit into this circle.
Freaking knew it.
As you guys put them up towards, it looks like at least 2 of them can fit in, and the third one will hold it all in place.
Is there anything in the immediate area?
It's almost like short stone benches of sorts, but it's really a round circle. The ground itself is complete stonework, and on the opposite side of the shards is the sigil of Zahir. When you look down the hill on the opposite side, you can actually see what looks to be a bunch of wooden walls, and there is an individual that has been stretched apart on those walls, and there's all sorts of gore behind it, and you can see one of the diamonds has been stabbed through the individual that then got torn apart and is sticking out of that wall back there. There's again a narrow path leading down that way.
Is it the same distance?
It is the same distance as the hill you just went up. You guys should have fucked up your stealth like that early.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah, exactly.
Shall we venture then?
Yeah, I guess we kind of have to.
Hey,
Gotta get it.
Ignatius, would you mind taking a look at this gap in my flesh?
Yeah.
It's just a big, gaping, tooth-sized hole in his abdomen. I think it might.
I can fix that up for you, buddy.
You're literally seeing like aspects of Charnuk's bone as like some of his chest muscle is missing and that was torn off during the bite. And he just like, I don't want to acknowledge it because it's going to start hurting if I do.
If it's too much of a bother, you don't have to.
Oh no, I got you, buddy.
Charnuk's in half.
I'll do a 5th level cure wounds.
Okay.
I will roll for that. Give me a moment.
As you guys look back, you see the carcass of the shifty finger. Out of the fog, another shifty finger hand comes out and grabs it and drags it into the fog. Some of the stuff that's left behind, you can see smaller like curved claws grabbing the remains of what was there. And one of the remnants You can start to hear like licking from the spots in the fog of wherever they got smashed to bits.
I have an idea, actually.
Tellius, actually, if you can bring one of us down there with you, we can search that area quickly.
That was literally my idea, yeah.
Okay.
30, Zach. 30 healing.
Who has the keenest eyes?
I am pretty good at searching an area.
I'm a
Does anyone else
Hufflepuff.
want to go? Or do you guys want to just stay here?
I have a +7 to perception.
I don't know what you're talking about. Sean, is not...
I very clearly used my player voice. Thank you very much.
I've got +6 investigation.
Alright, you guys are not talking, so I'm just going to take Tyrion.
Hello? Hello? Okay.
So I cast Dimension Door with him.
Yeah.
The diamond area.
You grab Tyrion, and right at the bottom, right next to where the individual's been ripped apart, and you can see the shard is sticking right out of the wood right there.
Hey, grab it.
Both of you give me con saving throws.
Fuck.
You get a +5. To 32, is that good?
Yeah, it saves.
Alright, cool.
28.
Yeah, it saves.
Nice.
Missing you are 2 more green streaks as you hear. Ah! Whoops. As you then yank the shard out, as you can see 2 more of those remnants in the frog that were guarding it miss fingers of death at both.
Let's go back.
I cast Dimension Door again, but not before looking in those directions. You're going, no,
You see in the fog a visible reaction of anger as you hear like, and you guys come back right towards the center
And place the final piece in the correct spot.
As it goes in, it curves around, and as it does, the light like drags on it, and you can see a beautiful bright white glow. And then as it turns around you guys, the little stone benches of sorts that were just like half the perimeter of the circle on each side, where there was gaps where you guys come up and down to this area, begin spinning, and you guys lift up into the air, and you can see the shimmer appear over you guys as you go through the shimmer and out of this area.
Hey.
Nice.
As we're going up, Shalmer is going to say to Tyrion, who's very visibly wounded, before you do that again, lay his hands on him, and he'll use his ASMR healing, 17 hit points for you.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Is anyone else visibly wounded, or is Telly
Yep.
just blind?
Yep, I'm pretty still hurting a lot.
I'll lay his hands on the affected area and heal him for 30 hit points.
It's all of it.
30 hit points.
Thank you.
Those shifty finger crits aren't fun.
Yeah.
No.
Teach you attack
Among-
recklessly.
Among the worst experiences that I have experienced.
You know what? Still better than the library.
Oh my god, yes.
Is Tyrion still looking really bad?
Yeah, I'm pretty beat up looking.
Take another 30.
Oh,
With
Play on
that,
hands.
with that
Yep.
you found that you felt like you restored something that was probably lost to the world. That area itself reached out to be a cathartic, like limbo of sorts compared to the places you've been for this Temple of Zahir. It was definitely one of the more hopeless feelings you had in any of these rooms you've entered, besides maybe the Corlin one. It felt very similar to what you went through in the Corlin one, even though it was not nearly as gross or challenging for your group in many respects. There was a different kind of that unsettling and like endless hopelessness feeling inside that area. All right, so you're back inside Melora's Bastions of the Worlds. The dirt is still there that Charnu kicked off from his feet, untouched and unmoving. And all 8 of the doors, 0 through 7, remain as a crescent moon of the eclipse happening there. So there's like a crescent moon, and then there's like the eclipse behind it for the symbology, and around it is still the indentations of the creation of dragons and dragonborn. What does the group like to do?
Do we want to take a brief period and just kind of get ourselves back to our full health?
Yeah.
Sure.
I collapse backwards onto the ground
Take a seat.
and recline as I flop.
All right. As you guys go to take a short rest, you hear...
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Rest well, rest easy, all the time in the world, or no time at all. Let's see how fun it is.
I need everyone to give me charisma saving throws as Melora berates you with all sorts of languages you don't understand while you're trying to rest.
33.
I'm not even gonna roll that advantage because that is a 35.
Yeah, 16 fails.
33.
Save.
33 as well.
Save. Ignatius.
What kind of save?
Charisma.
Charisma.
Ah. Natural 20.
Save. Charnuk's the only one after your short rest that still has a blistering headache, and you take a point of exhaustion from Melora.
Ooh.
Do I still get to short rest heal?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yep, it happens at the
working on
end.
that.
So go ahead and take a short
Shalmir
rest.
is not going to rest. He's just going to tell everybody a story about when he was a child in Karstul.
Yep.
And, there used to be his friend who was an elf. Really weird. He was only there for about a week.
Mhm.
But he was a great smith. Amazing. But once he got to about, I don't know how old they're elves, 200 years old, they all just kicked him out. They were like, we can't teach him any more secrets. He's too good. And now he's gone. But, we can all live up to be good enough for people to kick us out.
Yeah, I relate to that.
Well said.
Honestly, a very, very touching speech from Shalmer that you're all like, yeah, no, I have those vibes. Real good. I feel that deep in the soul.
How many of us have gotten kicked out of places?
Me.
Everyone, actually.
Yeah.
Everyone here.
Yeah.
That's everyone. One left by choice, but eventually would have been kicked out.
Yeah.
That was Tyrion, actually. Everyone else was told to get the fuck out, either through swords or through their own. Anyway, so
How much temptation?
21.
Like,
21.
21.
Ah.
Which door do you want to go through, or do you want to try something else?
We just did 7 again, right?
Yes.
So, is there any doors remaining other than the one we came from? Yeah.
Nope.
That's it.
Do we go back through the original door?
What was on the other side of that door?
Well, the original was the entrance. So
Well,
wasn't
yeah.
that the big keyhole,
Oh, right.
the big Kingdom Hearts door.
Yes. The big keyhole. So that there was nowhere else to go.
There's just 8 doors and this one interesting stone structure in front of you guys at this room. And Charney's
Stone
just
structure.
the
through
stone
dirt.
structure.
It's the same thing. It's the thing I've been describing every time. It's the eclipse moon, crescent moon in the center, and then around that you investigated the story of the creation of dragons with Dragonborn.
Oh, that
I
thing.
guess now that we've gone through all the rooms, I want to take another look at that to see if there's
Yeah.
anything that we can change or activate or all that.
Mm.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Guidance.
23. Oh,
Not 23.
26.
I like the idea of Tyrion being like, I found something. Wait. Halfway through, I found something harder, better, and more. Where they
Better, faster, stronger.
You start going around it, and actually you see in one of the hands of what looks to be like the etching of a Pargem-looking dragon on this, there appears to be a slot that you put your finger into, and it looks like a key goes into that slot.
There seems to be some sort of keyhole.
This one's normal sized.
Did we did we find any keys in any of the rooms?
I didn't
believe
find
so.
any.
Certainly do not have a key.
Nope.
Is there a key in my pocket?
Go ahead and check.
Yeah, I guess I'll check our. We'll all check our pocket.
All right, go ahead and check your pockets.
I mean, do I need to roll for that?
No. I'm just saying, as you guys go to check your pockets,
Yeah.
out of your pockets, you do not find any keys, but in fact, you do find a random tables are lame. A plushie of the, if you remember back from Waterdeep, the Xanathar. Each of you reveal a Xanathar plushie comes out of your pocket.
Oh, good times.
I'm going to make an incision in the bottom of the plushie and look inside.
All right. As you look inside, stuffing comes out, and you've ruined your Xanathar plushie. An awesome idea, but the Queen of Chaos here does not reward you for. That was really good. I like that. In another situation, that was definitely the solution.
I go up to Acacius and I grab his plushie and I just cast Mend on it. There you go. That's what's there.
A little less fluff to it, but now you have it! And you can all add one Xanathar plushie to your inventory.
Thank goodness.
Awesome.
What else do you guys want to do?
Well, I figure we should probably actually look for a key, so I'm going to look around for that.
Sure.
Yeah,
We're going to make an investigation check.
15?
Looking about. There is
20.
nothing that would show a key in this room, even the statue behind anything, no false doors on the, or false spots on the carvings itself. Of the 8 doors in the room, they're all still made of the same wood and metal, and the numbers are all still on them. The room has continued to be untouched. The sky still shows those nebulas and moving stars up there. That seems to go on to an infinite. There does not appear to be any trace of a key in this room.
Can I just open the door we came in through, door 0?
Yeah.
Can I just open and make sure that it goes back where we came and it hasn't, changed to something else?
Sure. As you open the door, you see a shimmer.
Oh. So, we technically haven't gone through anything special through this door.
That's true. It's the door we entered in from, but it may be a different... Like with that last room, it may be a different room.
Yeah. Everybody, maybe we were supposed to see this before. Does anyone remember? We didn't pick anything up. Does anyone remember seeing a key in any of the rooms we went into?
No.
I do not.
No.
Well, if that being the case, I think our best case is to go through this door since we haven't done a special room with this door.
Yeah.
Unless
Things worse, perhaps we come back.
All right.
Actually, I want to go to what? I think it was door number 2, maybe. That was the blank, empty room.
That was 7. Was the last
7.
one.
So 7 was the blank empty room, and then we went through 7 again.
That was Seer's Temple.
Okay.
Yep.
And that was the hill. Okay.
Yep.
And that was the hill.
Did we get any kind of boon from leaving the temple?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Whenever you this, do not always guaranteed a boon. You guys shit happens, and you've been very.
That's bad. What?
Lucky.
We don't always get our.
I'm just
awesome
curious.
rewards to
I'm
make
just
super
curious.
I want more.
I'm just curious.
He's a cruel DM. He is awful to his players. He doesn't care about me.
I can only breathe underwater forever.
Yep. What do you guys want to do?
All right. So
maybe go through this door then.
I just don't know what else to do.
Yeah, I think this is. I mean, it's as good of an option as any.
Okay.
All right. Door 0. I'll
Somebody
go through.
roll a d20 for me that has not rolled a d20 twice already.
I think I have not.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go take a break.
11.
11?
Oh my fuck!
He's mad. It's a good roll.
No.
What have you done?
No,
It's a good roll.
it's gonna be really amazing. It's gonna be really good, or it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
It's either going to be a lot of.
It's going to be trolling. I can already
It's
tell.
super trolly, or like it's going to take like 6 sessions to get through.
Well, on that note, we're gonna go take a break, and Reed's gonna go
Oh,
get
no.
some hard water. I'll be back.
Oh, God.
It's Hunter's fault. I want everybody to know that.
I can roll again if you really want me to.
You, the dice, have the final say.
What have you done?
All right. Let's see.
But what if the dice speak twice?
At advantage.
At advantage.
Advantage for non-shit room. Pick the better room. All right. That's there. We're recording. We are. All right. The group. You guys go through the shimmer, and you find yourself inside this room, and there's all these, like, apparitions in front of you, and there's all this different, like, flashing colors around you with these cauldrons lit up, and you see across all the, like, the rock floor in front of you and all these statues, there is this individual. There's like this short, shirtless gnome that looks to you guys, and all of a sudden you hear your surroundings change.
Yes.
Who is this? Entering my domain. You better dance with the best or die with the rest. Let's go, Moe Groove. I need everybody gives me
that horrid noise.
around you. The entire room is bopping with crazy sounds. All these apparitions are going, and you see this gnome, super huge body, upper body, got these beautiful shades on. He's oiled up in such a wonderful way, and as he's dancing about, he's looking at you guys, and as he points, you better give me charisma checks.
Performance or charisma?
Performance.
Performance.
Oh boy.
All right.
Reed, I don't know what you're talking about.
Been
This
worse.
is the best room yet.
We'll see if you survive, motherfuckers! What did you say, Shalmir?
15.
15, okay.
7.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
7.
Okay. Tellius?
Huge.
Huge.
The performance check. It's nothing less than 30.
23.
Oh! I'm seeing some moves in front of me! Oh! You approach to rise and fight! Ha! It appears your senses are nowhere in sight! Yeah! He points to those of you that failed the charisma check, and you see fireballs explode outward onto you.
Oh boy.
I need dex saving throws from Ignatius, from Charnook. Shalmir, what was your number?
15.
You're fine. And then everybody else was fine then. As you guys, oh yeah, let's,
Oh my god. That's a 12 on the dex save. This really gonna kill me.
Advantage?
Yep.
Natural 20.
We Raven boys, let's go.
It is a 20 fireball. Half on the save.
I use my shield to take no damage.
Nice. The fireball hits Ignatius and he just blocks the shield outright. And you can see the absolutely muscular built gnome going, oh! As he then continues his groove. You can see an almost offensive amount of gyrating in this gnome's hips as he keeps going across the stage, back and forth. Those of you that succeeded, Shalmir, Tellius, and Tyrion advance up a portion onto the stage. You see the gnome dancing, rocking back and forth as all these other ghosts are like checking you guys out. They're getting their beats, seeing the new members on the dance floor. Actually, yeah, okay. He turns to you guys and he starts pointing back as he's doing his shimmy backwards, and you hear,
a treasure chest? Hey, see what's in it? A leather vest? Maybe a mimic!
and you see a bunch of chests appear in front of the entire group.
Oh.
I need all of you guys to give me blah, 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 blah. I would say... Actually, what do you want to do? The chests are in front of you.
For it.
How many?
There's one in front of each person, directly in front of you. You can see there's a clear distance between you and the dancing gnome and the rest of this area. It seems pretty straightforward to the gnome, and there are all these different like barriers and walls around that might help you obscure from his sight. So, what would you like to do? The chests are now blocking your path towards him.
I try to open it as I'm dancing.
All right.
Can I walk away from it and try to go past it?
As you try to go off the dance square that you're on, you hear...
Whoa! Your skills are lacking at best. Perhaps you should return home to seek mothers of breast.
You see a plethora of magical chromatic orbs roll towards you. I need saving throws.
Oh boy.
That would be... Dex saving throw from you, Tyrion.
At advantage, that is only a 12.
12. As you go to step outside, you can feel like to go around the chest, there's like almost an invisible barrier of sorts, but as like you touch on it, all these rainbows come up, progressing forward, but side to side, you don't feel that sort of resistance. And as you go and try around it, those 4 chromatic orbs come and hit into you as you try and dodge out of the way at the last second. That is going to be... 21 points of poison damage for the first orb.
Oh!
Remember,
21 points of cold damage for the second orb.
Oh, he's still going.
17 points of fire damage for the third orb. And what is that? 21 points of damage for the fourth orb, and that's lightning damage for the fourth orb.
You're resistant to that one.
So, the only one I'm not resistant to was the one that did exactly the amount of my temporary hit points, which was poison. And then every other one I'm resistant to.
Very nice.
You get with the times, or you burn with the rhymes.
And you said it was only when I tried to step forward beyond the chest, not side to side.
Yes.
All right, guys, don't try to move forward on your own without playing along. But I think we can. I think we can make our ways sideways to maybe use some of the pillars.
I'm just gonna try to open the chest.
I'll try to open my chest as well.
We're opening. Let's open them. Let's open them all. Let's see what happens.
I need charisma checks from everybody as you go to open your chest.
God damn it. Stop. Just straight.
17.
Okay.
Hey, natural 20.
Oh,
9 total.
9
31.
Total. Nice.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
All right. Charnook, you open up your chest, and all of a sudden all these coins start flying out, and it sounds like a slot machine, and you hear,
winner, winner, winner! And the box
grabs you, spins you around, and you start flying forward inside the box, and you get past the halfway portion, completely disoriented, spit it out of the box, and you find yourself completely covered in what looks to be about 1,000 gold pieces new. And you have like a fresh dipping of gold tacky paint. It's really, really tacky. You're not a big fan.
It's really tacky.
This isn't really my aesthetic. I'll roll with it.
Tyrion, your chest opens up, and inside there you see this, what is reminiscent of your arcane gate. And as you look into it, you find yourself pulled through, and you fall through the ceiling onto your feet next to Charnook, a space over, getting your surroundings. And as you land, you see all these people going like, yeah! Woo! Just losing their shit. Ignatius, your chest opens up, and you see a row of teeth eat you, and you go inside the chest and disappear towards everybody, and no one knows where Ignatius is right now.
What?
Shalmir and Tellius, your chests open up and the teeth show, but you didn't roll a 1, so now you have a chance to make an attack roll against the chest as it grabs onto you and does 14 points slashing damage and 10 points slashing damage to Tellius, 14 to...
Okay.
And you guys are now
to me, or
adhered to the mimic.
You got 10, Justin.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I rolled a 30 to hit. So
yeah, that hits a mimic. Yep.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I got max damage, which is 17.
Yeah. It shatters.
Sick.
Okay. Ooh, that's low. My goodness. Okay, so that's 19 plus 22.
Yep, the both of you punch through and shatter, and then you're like, where did Ignatius go? Ignatius, you find yourself twirling through all this, like, magical colors, Runmo style. Your entire life is going through an acid trip in front of your eyes.
Is this a 2001 Space Odyssey?
Way more! At least there it was sci-fi fun. This is wacky high LSD fun.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And finally, you feel yourself hit awful metal bars with a horrible pain and crick in your neck as you take 5 bludgeoning damage. And Ignatius finds himself hanging up by one of the dancer go-go cages at the very top above everybody. And you are here behind you.
Jeez.
Dance like you made it!
As he points up to you and the bars. get red hot, and everything's burning, and you can't help but going back and forth up there. We'll come back to you and see if that's good enough for the dance, man. All right. Now that'll be our next round here. We have the group. You guys were able to do that and that. I have, let's see. You guys are now within 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 feet of the dancing gnome. All right. As he looks over to you, and he goes,
"Oh, there's some spark. There's some life in each of those steps I see. Why don't you try and beat me?" As he looks over.
The entirety of the floor in front of him, and the open area that's directly in front of him, starts to light up, and you guys can see lightning bolts start coming down the entirety of the dance floor. I need everybody on the dance floor to give me a dex saving throw.
I am not on the dance floor.
No, you're not. You're the go-go king burning. You're on fire. Give me a charisma check, though, as you're dancing to the fire to see if you have pleased the dance gods.
Performance?
Yeah.
Tyrion and Charnook are further than 10 feet away from us.
Yes.
Okay. 15.
Okay. Fail.
17.
Fail.
Wait,
18.
Is this magic?
Fail.
Because I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's see what happens. 18. Probably still fail.
Yep. Tyrion, what'd you get?
Sorry, what was that?
Performance check.
Oh, yes.
Oh, is it? What?
Well, I'm sorry. No, you're right. I mixed up. I was looking for the dex check for you. Performance check from Ignatius is what I was thinking about next.
It's a dex save.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, dex saving throw. And Ignatius, what was your performance check?
8.
8.
Oh, no.
6.
As the lightning bolts are coming down, you see him look up.
What do you say? What are you saying to our new go-go dancer?
All around from the ghost, you start hearing, boo, boo, terrible, he's terrible. As they all start coming out, and you see,
Oh, we better then turn up the heat!
Oh.
it starts burning even worse on you. And you're
Oh,
going
God.
to take 18 points of fire damage inside there.
Okay.
You better please the crowds, or you're gonna burn, baby!
For everyone who failed their dex saves, that is going to be... That's kind of... 17 points of lightning damage as it blasts its way across the floor. You are. You see him going there, and now as he's dancing side by side, he keeps flexing the pecs, looking at you in an antagonizing way. What are you guys doing?
You said he's only like 60 feet from us?
He is now only 60 feet from the group. As we can move this up a little bit, you can now get a good look at him in the back there.
What do I want to do?
Get me over there. I can kill him.
There's some sort of magic that's protecting him that made us not be able to walk forward. So I'm worried if I try to use my teleportation, it's going to be very painful and it won't work.
Are you saying his magic is better than yours?
Hey,
Ooh.
I don't want to... It is a very powerful spell for me to use that.
Alright, do what you want.
So I'm going to actually move sideways to try and get myself behind the pillar.
Over here, 5, 10.
I have a...
Or
Yeah.
You want to go over here? 15, 20, 25,
No.
30?
I can't...
Oh, yeah, you can't go forward. Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
So right there.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try taking a pot shot at him with a firebolt.
Go for it. Go roll at disadvantage.
That is a 13.
As you shoot your lightning bolt, you can see the lights from above, these flames of all these different colors shining down. They as your lightning bolt or your firebolt goes out, the lights itself as it's crossing through, it's like the beams cause it to sway and move and miss, and it goes wide right of him just as he pulls a dance move and stops for a second, and you see everyone on the floor go as they look at him.
Though you swing your sword with a flick of your wrist, you'll never strike me like a stick through mist. And he just starts
going back to his funky groove again.
I mean, can I just walk forward at him?
I said don't do that.
I'm gonna try.
All right. Go ahead and give me a dex saving throw.
30-20.
All right. That is a fail.
What? Oh, he shrunk.
High level, baby. I gotta change the music now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you think you're better than the groove? That you can walk up to main man? Nah, you may have horns like a bull, but we're about to neuter you like a dog.
Oh my
no.
God.
It's back.
You see the chromatic orbs come out towards you, Charnook.
All right.
And now we play. The first one is 17 poison damage. 15 fire damage.
Bye.
20 ice damage. Oh, lucky you. Highest roll was lightning damage. 27 lightning damage. As you go forward and all the chromatic orbs hit you in the face, you stagger backwards and you actually lose a step from where you were. Shalmir and Tellius, give me charisma checks if you want to try and move forward, performance checks. Otherwise, you can try and move sideways if you so choose.
I mean, I like playing along, so I'll just do the performance check, 21.
You got it.
Casting guidance on myself prior.
Yeah.
I mean, why try to fight the groove when you can move with the groove, you know? Be chill,
17.
boys. Be chill.
17. Shalmir, as you try and go forward, your performance is a little lackluster. But you're able to go forward, but you start hearing from the crowd around you these boos as you take your step forward. I need you to give me a dex saving throw. As Tellius, as you dance forward, the boos are sort of throwing you off, but you pick it up right at the end, and people are like, all right, maybe he's got something to throw down. As you
you
move
think a
over
21's good enough?
Sure.
All right, good. That's good.
It'll be a 20 total.
20 total. For that check, that is enough to pass. So you will take half of 10 force damage.
0 shield.
Cool. As the shame that would fall over Shalmir for this performance has no effect on him because he has no shame. Ignatius, give me another performance check as the boos are being rained down on you from above.
Oh, I need some help. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
There it is.
All right. I'm cocked. Ooh, I rolled well. I probably don't even. Well, actually, I might need it because I have a +0 to performance.
Uh-huh.
All right, so that's going to be a 21.
21. As you begin to dance and the fire's burning out, you start making these electrical, oh, wow, I just lost the word now. Flourishes around. As the lightning starts coming out, people start, instead of booing, they start clapping. They're like, oh, yeah! You see?
Oh, Oh, it looks like our main man's ready to rejoin us on the dance floor. Bring him in here.
As the cage just completely opens and drops, you just fall right onto the ground behind Tyrion and splash. You take 5 bludgeoning damage, and you also got burned for an additional 12 fire damage.
What was the fall? 5?
5.
All right, so 12 and 5.
And now you see him. Oof.
I feel a groove burning deep within and coming towards each and every one of your friends. He does a big gyration out of his crotch. You see all these colors explode out towards you guys.
And they're going these chromatic orbs going at each and every one of you. I need dex saving throws.
Oh, that's a 20.
Nice.
Wait,
20. Is it still hitting me while I'm behind the pillar?
No. Good call. Yep.
22.
Thanks for
It's like
my
my
mechanic.
5th or 6th natural 20 tonight.
Got a boy. 22 save.
18 total.
Fail. Tullius, give me a saving dex. Otherwise, you get double damage.
Only a 12.
Fail. But I rolled horrible. Holy shit. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, what the hell damage is it? I'll say fire damage. 11 fire damage. Comes out and hits all of you with the orbs, minus Tyrion, who's ducked out of the way, watching his friends get hit. Yeah.
Yeah. And I use my shield to take no damage.
Good on you. What are you guys doing now? It's your turn.
I will now take Tyrion's advice and move behind that brazier.
The one over here next to Tyrion?
Nah, the other one.
That one would cause you to go forward. You took a step back.
Okay, never mind then.
So you can go back this way if you want.
If I were to do that and then go around the left side, would that put me out of his line of sight?
From what you've seen with the dance floor, the lightning bolts take the entirety of the dance floor, but if you're hiding behind something, it seems to obscure you from those AoEs.
Okay. Alright, I'll go hang out with Tyrion then.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20. You go right behind Tyrion. And you step over Ignatius's burning and charred body. Not horribly, just minor. As Ignatius has just got like this dumb grin on his face. He's like, they like me! They like me now!
Are you sure you don't want to just like go over there and just kill him?
I'm worried it won't work, and
you need to find the confidence within yourself.
You have to dance your way forward.
I think we have to play by his game.
You gotta dance.
Dumb game, I don't like it.
Did I just hear someone say they don't like the groove and the move of the dance? Why don't you come and say that?
They liked it.
Ow!
As I'm dancing.
As you're dancing, he points at you.
That's the type of enthusiasm I'm looking for, baby!
Make a persuasion check. Tellius, Charnook, you find yourself lifted up into the air. Oh, shit. Oh. And you get
31.
pushed up towards him onto the main stage. 31.
Oh,
you get to go
shit.
up a space for free. And now he's looking right at you, and he's gyrating back and forth. You got about 10 feet between the two of you. And he goes,
too good for the groove? How about a dance-off, baby?
Now this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, let's do it. If you can't dance, get behind a pillar.
do you want to give a performance check or do something else? Not you.
I'll
No.
take
It's against Charnook. Charnook didn't want to play. He brought him up. You took one step forward. You got a free space. You're on the stage. There's a lot of smoke effects on this stage. You can see there's pyro all set up on the sides. You don't even know how you know what pyro is except from Waterdeep. There's all this mist. He's sweating horribly, and you notice now he actually has like the suspenders on without the shirt underneath. With his shades. He's big beard.
I'm gonna take out my weapon rope. I'm gonna light both ends of it on fire.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start twirling it.
Yeah.
Spinning it around, just wrapping it all over, and just making a great show of it. but my thought is that I'm using either my acrobatics or athletics in this, so that it's not.
Nope. Still going to be a performance check at advantage, though. Good try. I'll use my athletics to perform really well.
I mean, oh, that was the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, let's go. Natural 20.
Oh, fuck! All right, now I actually got to roll for him.
For a 20, just so you know.
Oh, okay. That's a 30 for him.
Yeah, that's about right.
But still pretty good.
Oh, look what happens when you challenge the groove. It brings it out of you, baby. Get back there and learn the way of the dance. And he kicks out towards you, and you take a little back, and then he crotches out you, gyrates the hips, and then you get pulled way back, and you backflip your way back to the center here, and you take, not as bad as it would have been, 13 force damage.
Okay.
Oh, am I still on voice changer? Is it still doing the...
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Love to see that. All right. Rest of the group, what are you doing now? As you see him, he's dancing around. You start to see this twin building around him.
I want to try and dance my way forward, but still try to stay behind the pill. Maybe move to the side and try to dance forward to the next pillar.
Okay. Sure. So give me a performance check. Everybody else, Ignatius, you can use half your movement to stand up.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to do the same thing.
Yeah, that was my plan. Yeah.
Make your performance checks. Okay.
Guidance on myself.
18.
Okay.
You know what? I think this is the best room before the final boss.
Yes.
What about everybody else for your
22.
Okay, 22. Nice.
I rolled well.
Shalmir and Charnook, are you guys doing the performance checks or something else?
I'm moving behind the pillar.
Performance.
Okay. You got it?
Can I stand behind this thing that's right next to me? Is that another pillar? Or is
yeah,
that
it is. It is.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. So, fuck. Give me the performance checks again. I forgot now. Tell me again. Who did
22.
22 for him. 18 for Tellius. You were there and there. Okay. And Tyrion, yours was 12. All right.
Mine was 14, but 14. I want to stay there.
Yeah, you'll stay there, and Charnook is staying behind that. You got it? All right.
You shall never tame my glow. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
As he points at you guys, the wind starts to peer out. Ignatius, as this windstorm whips at you, and you can see he's now radiating this beautiful, almost Corlin glow that you guys have seen in the past. You your wind takes your shield, you put it out in the wind, and it starts to twirl you around, but it actually whips you forward an extra couple spaces closer to him.
Nice.
Tellius, feeling the way of the wind, you grab onto that, and it pushes you forward as well. And Tyrion, it starts to knock you around a bit. You're able to go forward, but it was a bit too janky for you. And you're going to take 12 force damage from that one. The other two, Charnook and Shalmir, you guys are behind your disco pillars, and you can see all the other ghosts dancing around you. The winds whip, and some of them go flying around, and others point and laugh at them. You guys are safe and sound. What are you guys doing next?
I'm just continuing to dance to try to move forward.
Go ahead and make performance checks.
Oh,
do it again as well.
Guidance.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oof.
I will dance towards the next cover.
11.
11.
Oof, 7.
Yeah, I'm going towards Charnook.
Ooh,
Okay.
11 for mine.
11. Okay. And you said 7, Charnook?
Mhm.
Oh my god, you guys.
Natural 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Max, come on.
What a turn.
Come on.
You see him go back into the gyrating. Oh, no, no, no! That's not how we show how we glow!
Out from him radiate all these like glowing orbs again. They go around him, and then they just drop, and he's like,
now we can't grow stale. How about you have some ale?
and you guys kind of look, and Ignatius, with your natural 1, the floor you're sitting on lifts you up into the air. You find yourself backflipped through, and you find you're back where you started, this very room. And as you feel dizzy, all of a sudden you're just getting blasted in the face with ale and from all directions, and then you fall onto the ground from that.
Can I try to drink some of it?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
It might help me dance.
Give me a Constitution check, actually.
Constitution check?
Yes.
Okay. Constitution 14.
14, you can add +1 to your charisma checks from now on.
All right.
As some of the magic touches into you. Shalmir, Charnuk, and Tyrion, you all get blasted with these this is fire hose of ale. Just hits all 3 of you guys to the ground. Tellius is the only one that when it goes to hit him, he does this like pirouette and like spins out like a fountain around him in a big display. A roar of cheering applause erupts as he is now starting to make a beeline 1v1. He's within 3 dance squares of getting to the main man's floor. All right, so you guys did all yours. So now it's his turn for his. You see him, shoulders going side to side, and all of a sudden he goes,
You better not be slowing down, because you'll be chilled and make a big old frown.
This blizzard just overcomes the entirety of the floor. Shalmir, because you rolled so low, you didn't get far enough to get behind cover, so you need to give me a Constitution saving throw. I need Tellius and Ignatius to give me con saving throws. Luckily, Tyrion and Charnuk, you guys fell down behind cover, so you guys do not.
28.
Save.
30.
Save. Ignatius. Con save.
Total 20.
Save. So you guys take half of 22 points of cold damage. And
I will use my shield again.
You got it. As you hide behind the shield and a lot of the beer freezes up, you start to get a chill behind you, but no damage. What are you guys doing? It's back to your turn. As he points, he's like, your move.
I'm close enough. Almost close enough, right?
You're getting real close. You're 1, 2, 3 squares away from the challenge floor.
I'm gonna
pillar.
Yes, the pillar right there. Yep. You want to go to that?
Yeah.
Okay, make your performance check. You see the way... Nice. He's gyrating his hips back and forth, and he's doing a little bit of the MC Hammer as he, with the... the slide with the feet where they go back and forth. He's doing that while gyrating at the same time. It is a lot to take in.
I love everything about this room.
Tellius, as you go forward, you can see the eyes start to light up. The eyebrows go above, and the eyebrows are completely white. The beard is long as white. As you can now get a good look at this individual, this ripped-ass gnome in its suspenders seems to be a man, a legend of the dance. Something starts to come a little clearer in your head. Make a religion check.
25.
You look onto his belt, tacky as all hell, but inscribed on the cover of the belt, you can see the signature of Fondar.
Fondar?
This might be the champion of art.
Oh my god.
Wait a second.
DJ Fonda? So you?
As you call that out, you hear.
Oh, one can't claim to be as good as the master of all art, but you know the champ is here in his stead.
Oh god.
I think I'm actually sweating. All right. As you go forward, you see he put his hands out, doing a little wave thing, and the entire floor starts tilting and stuff. But you're tilting in time with it, and you're almost doing that effect where like you're staying level and shit. And you do that all the way up to the pillar in front, with all the fires. Everybody else, what are you doing?
Regards.
Nice. We'll get to that. The rest of you, what are you doing? You're all on the ground, covered in ale.
I'm gonna get up.
You got it.
And try to make my way closer to the pillar so I'm not in eye shot.
All right. Go ahead and give me my performance checks if you're going to go forward.
Yeah, I'm going for the pillar right in front of me.
You got it.
Oh my
11.
goodness. Keep rolling, sir.
Guidance.
Guidance didn't help me much there.
I've got a +5 also.
Yeah, I got a
know,
+4.
dude.
I keep getting like 13 lower.
13.
All right, you all fucking fail miserably. As you all go forward, you see him start shaking his head.
No, you are putting a bad taste in the mouth of all men. Stand back, stand by, as you see this star swing on by.
Unfortunately, you recognize this as a magical effect you've seen before. Is like the oh no, I don't think your crew actually did see this. Wasn't it the it's from the crown where the star pieces come out and the stars go and hit you guys?
It was not a...
What was that?
That was the Valkyries. I used that.
Yes, there's the crown of the Valkyries. And what is... Do you remember the name of it? Because I just wrote that attack.
I believe it's just called Crown of Stars.
Yeah,
it might be Crown of Stars.
I think so too.
I can pull up Tho's character sheet right now.
I'm getting to it. Here we go. I got it.
Crown of Stars is the name.
Yep, I got it. Thank you. Oh, the ranged spell attacks. Okay. Using his spell casting modifier. So 4 of you. Wow, on brand read, fucking cool. Oh, one even might be in trouble. 23 to Tyrion.
That'll hit.
Okay. 18 to who's next? Charnook.
Yeah, that's my AC.
Okay. 21 to Shalmir. And 19 to Ignatius. Do those hit?
No.
Shalmir, 19?
Nope.
I don't think so, yeah. Okay. So.
I hear the song in my nightmares.
Yep. You start to see these stars dancing around you guys, and you get a little dizzy, both Tyrion and Charnook, for a second, as you're just trying to get behind the wall, and they come and hit you guys. Cool.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You could be doing your own variant of the spell. That is not how the spell typically works, but...
Yeah, I'm doing it just so it's not brutal to you guys, so you're constantly taking damage.
Well, the other version is you get like it's either 7 or 9 stars. 7 stars.
Yeah.
But you only use them once per bonus action.
I got you. No. Yeah, I was using based on that, just homebrewing it. I just threw my notes like, do this shit.
That's fine. That's what I figured.
But you know, I prepped so many rooms, don't know which room you're going in, and this one I was like, no, I don't know if I really want to prep this room. Just let it fly.
Let it go.
Yeah. All right, so it is 33 points of radiant damage to the two of you. That one's a heavy hitter. But you guys do advance. You take the damage. You advance. Shalmir gets behind, and Ignatius, you're able to get behind. All right. Tellius, you are now on your way to the challenge dance floor. or the challenge floor, rather. You make me a performance check to enter the challenge floor.
Yeah.
22.
Okay. I gotta change the music.
The final countdown. Oh no. What's the last song gonna be?
Oh, this might be wrong. Let's see. Let me see. No, I can't use that. One was Dance Off featuring Idris Elba, Mount Namor, and Ray Lewis.
Oh my god.
That's the vibe we're going for.
I love it.
Yep, this will work. All right. So, as you step up, the entire floor begins to go quiet. As a brand new mist gets thrown down, as you see the main man get a little more serious. As he comes down onto the floor, as you enter as well, he takes his straps and pulls them out and slaps right against him hard. You can see the red on him and the sweat. Just, you can see with the fog and smoke and everything just shoots off at the impact. As he looks up to you, you hear him go,
Your beauty can put the star to shame. Voice so elegant makes the beast grow tame. Your eyes so piercing like the hottest flame. Your hand in marriage is what I'll claim. As he comes down onto the floor.
I'm not.
Did he just propose?
Like, did you just...
and he points at you. You get the sense this may be the customary battle rites of a dance-off.
I accept your challenge.
Them dates as your life depends on it. Because it does. As he gyrates at you.
All right, you are now in performance checkoffs against him right now. You have to describe the dance you are doing in detail, and the crowd will be the determinant of who is winning this. So roll your performance check, though. You still got to roll performance. That's also a factor into this.
I'd like to cast a Bigby's hand.
Okay, Bigsby's hand comes out above.
And the thing with Bigby's hand is that it mimics my hand movements.
Yes.
So...
Wait, before you get into this, many of the ghosts now rush all around you guys. There's still an opening to see Tellius, but now there's like an entire... like circle, all like hopping around you guys, all just hype squatting right now, the two of you, as you're in the dance off. So go ahead.
So as I'm like dancing, I'm gonna have it like lift me up in its palm.
Oh yeah.
And then like as I'm going up, it's gonna do like a staircase thing effect. I'm gonna just like dance up like a staircase.
Yeah.
And then when I get to the top, I'll just do like a little bow thing.
Gotcha. Give me a performance check.
A shocking 13.
Oh!
I'm actually not proficient in it.
Wow.
Yeah. What? I know.
Two can play that game, but you're not as smooth as you think, babe.
As you see him, he turns around backwards toward you, and he starts doing it, going up the stairs backwards with chromatic orbs as he's stepping up, and each one catching him all the way he goes up, and then all of a sudden he spins on one of the chromatic orbs all around and lands sideways like your French ladies, and he points at you, goes, and
he goes, one strike for you.
And you see the crowd going like, oh! And on your chest you see... like you reminiscent of the Orlith Reaper mark, instead it's just an X on one right now.
God.
And he has one green check over his chest. Your move.
Alright, Tellius. Let's not fuck it up here. That's an inspiration, by the way. And then I will. I'm gonna have the hand like sort of like I'm in its palm right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it do like a flip over, and I'm gonna land with like a twist on the front.
Yep.
And it's gonna do like this wave thing.
Gotcha.
My hand's doing the wave thing, and I'm doing like it's just the flowing wave. Really.
Gotcha.
Cool wave thing.
Shoulders going up and down.
Yeah.
Split action going on. Let's see it.
Use inspiration. You never know.
Yep, he rolled he was north of 30 last roll.
It's only a 21.
All right. 23. As you see,
I can't outperform this guy. He's too strong.
as you're doing the wave, he goes,
You lead, I follow.
and he starts doing the worm forward, but he's doing it onto the chromatic orbs as he comes closer to you and then onto your hand. And as you're like doing your split and getting up, he does a like twist split effect and all the orbs shoot out. And these are RGB neon, like twisting orbs, just like you're seeing going around and giving even strobing effects around you guys. As he comes up, he's like, 2 down. You have your second X. He has a second check. Go ahead and give another performance check against the main man.
All right, Tellius.
You guys have hero actions too, by the way.
Oh my god, really?
Don't forget.
Let's turn up the bass here. And I'm going to do the ultimate move in my repertoire, which is taking out the lute and playing a few little riffs here with the beat. But the thing is, as I'm strumming, the hand would be strumming, so I'm going to have to balance and dance while I'm playing.
Okay.
While the hand is like bouncing me at
Okay.
the same time as I'm strumming. So it's quite a complicated maneuver. And I don't think he can top it.
All right. Let's see it.
I fucking love D&D.
To go from horror to this, I told you this dungeon does it all.
17.
Okay.
Not cutting it with these rolls here.
Oh! Low roll. Low roll. Tullius, as you perform this incredible display, you hear like a record scratch stop and the music change.
Oh. Was that good? I hope that was good. Oh, God.
All the lights change and they all go over to you guys in your challenge area, and you see as he starts dancing, the way it pushes him off the hand and he flips onto the floor and he's caught in all the chromatic orbs, and you see an X appear over his chest. You see
The main man's never lost even a single round of a dance-off. What in heaven's name is going on here?
he hits the ground with a thud, and you see all the lights come up, and he puts his little gnome hand up to the air, and you see all the orbs start going around it.
No more messing around.
And, God damn this song. He begins to step forward towards you. As you finish your display, you see a check on yours. Yeah.
While they're in this, can I
Yes.
try to assist Tellius?
You can absolutely.
I want to try casting a hold person on Fondar.
Go for it.
So that's a wisdom saving throw.
You got
it. And
it.
you know what? I'm gonna pump 3 sorcery points to make it at disadvantage.
All right. Okay.
So I just want to interrupt his rhythm.
Yeah.
I would also like to cast heat metal on his belt.
Yeah, baby. Do it.
Let's go, boys.
All right. Anybody else?
Where was the sailor?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to jump in. Yeah.
Hey man, we don't interfere until you need it.
The music changed. We get it. He needs help.
The The posse is here to help.
I've got a bag of magic beans that I'm going to throw on the ground.
Okay, what the fuck?
Let me roll a D100 real quick.
Okay.
Oh
Is there a table for that?
Yeah, there's a table for that. So 40. Okay. Let's see what happens here.
Ultimate
okay.
chaos.
1d6 plus 6 streakers. Let's see. What are those?
Wait, what?
I think some stuff just spawned.
Did you summon creatures with magic beams?
I just did. I summoned creatures with magic
They're your
beams.
backup dancers.
So... Oh, they're like death jellyfish. That's cool.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Charnuk whips these beans in front as the chromatic orbs start going around, as the main man starts to gyrate. Tyrion puts his hand out to hold person. Shalmir peeks around the corner of one of the pillars and starts heating metal on his belt. Ignatius, I saw you wanted to do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Sleet Storm exactly where the main man is.
Okay. All right. So, Tellius, give me a performance check.
Big natural one. Here we go.
And Tyrion. All right, we'll get to it. Go ahead. What is your performance
So
check?
Shrieker is actually a human-sized mushroom.
You do have advantage.
It's a piercing screech.
Did you say I have advantage?
You do have advantage because of everything that's happening right now.
Okay, let me...
They're screaming mushrooms.
24.
Okay. Nice. So, as Tellius, describe what you do during this. As these screaming mushrooms appear, a sleet storm hits. You see this belt where the signature of Fondor starts getting red, orange, hot, and all of a sudden, you seem like a main man might be off his game. Describe what you want, your dance move first, Tellius.
I'll have the hand drop me back down onto the ground.
Yeah.
And I want to be doing like some moves that I may have seen Tara doing in some memories. Her having fun, but I want the hand to sort of mimic. You know how like you can make the hand turkeys, kind of.
Yeah.
The feather wing things.
Yeah.
I want to be dancing, and I want the hand to like mimic some sort of winged effects.
Yeah.
Puppet,
I got you.
Finger puppet, hand puppet thing, silhouetting me as I'm dancing.
Gotcha. As that starts to happen, each of these screaming mushrooms start to like spew out this like spore stuff, but it's actually giving different colors as they're coming in as your side dancers. You feel a legendary resistance get burned as he fails his throw, but enough to throw off the main man's groove. And as the belt starts to burn, you can see not quite what Shalmir was hoping for. It seems to actually invigorate him as he feels the pain, and as he starts like gyrating out, he's using the heat of the belt to like hit the glowing orbs to cause these like mini fireworks to start going off. But the sleet storm starts putting a dampen on the fireworks, and as he's like, huh? People are like, no, look at that! Look at that! As they start pointing towards Tellius right now in his display. A second check mark on Tellius' chest. A second X on main man. It's all the nothing. It's sudden death. You and me against the main man. Show me what you got.
Very well. I'll give you
last performance check.
So that area under him is slippery and difficult terrain.
Gotcha. Cool. These are all affecting the DCs. What is everybody doing on the final round?
I got more beans.
Charnuk out from the corner. Fucking more beans.
It also says a creature that starts its turn in the area has to, if they're concentrating on a spell, they have to roll. So if he's concentrating.
He isn't, and to FYI, because of the magic of Fondar, rough terrain does not affect him.
Okay.
So when I throw these beans, they midair transform into magic eggs, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw. I have to roll a d4 real quick.
What the?
So the DC is 20.
This is like a lot. It's a lot. It's like 31.
All right.
I was.
You get the sense that the man that dances this long has incredible stamina and a high constitution.
It's true. So he's gonna take half of a lot of damage.
Okay. Tyrion, what are you doing?
I'm throwing another hold person at him, so a wisdom save.
You got it.
Chalmer's gonna shout out, "Haha, pathetic! You dance for your entire life and you can't even beat this guy?"
Yeah, and that's
intimidating him.
Go ahead and make that check.
He takes 30 force damage.
Okay, good to know.
Oh boy, natural 20 on that. 36.
Let's go, dude.
Wow.
Okay, we'll get to that. Tyrion, he actually failed, and he has to burn off a bunch of their resistance.
Hell yeah!
Real low. You're hitting him just right. Tellius, and give me your performance check.
Right. So for this one, I'm gonna have the hand do a sprinkling maneuver.
Yeah.
I'll cast a minor illusion to make it look like there's like ice flakes and specks coming out of the fingertips down. You can only see that in like a 5-foot cube, so it'll look like it's raining down behind me.
Yep.
And I will do a maneuver with a cloth flow because it's a bit bright and kind of like illuminate said flex with like a twirling maneuver, like twirling the sword around as I'm twirling and dancing around as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give myself a little encouragement there as I'm dancing as well. So my last inspiration.
Okay.
Set performance. Is this at advantage or no?
No, not this one.
Alright, I'm still going to use my inspiration. 29.
All right. As you do this magnificent display with the sword, finishing it with a flourish, you see the main man dancing with this incredible move going on, even with the fire going off and the eggs that hit him. You see they hit, as they crack onto his skin, they start, like, they almost immediately turn into sunny side up eggs, and the crowd loves it. They're into it. As Shalmir calls out, you can see other of these ghosts feeling the intimidation. They're like, oh man, this is, wow, that is, like, I feel it. Wow. But Shalmir, this is no mere mortal. This is a person so arrogant, he's immune to intimidation. There's nowhere in his mind does he believe anybody can rival what gifts of dance he has, and another
about to
critic
lose that immunity.
isn't gonna have any effect on him, but his posse is feeling it. And then the whole person again, as he's coming in for the big finish with his gyration, going with the split as the eggs are cooking. You see there's that slight hesitation. He goes, no. And he botches the split, tumbles over his feet, falls backwards back onto his stage, and everybody go, oh! All the air sucked out of the arena as the green check goes on Tullius's, and you see the red box on main man's chest as he looks up.
Give him the finger guns. Give him the finger guns.
The sword.
And then you see the hand also doing finger guns.
Yeah.
It does finger guns. You do finger guns. You see the
Are you
sword of a
standing
wall.
on the edge?
As you do the finger guns, the sword follows it. Like as you shoot the guns with the two hands, the ice goes out toward the main man, and you just see him go, oh! And it just launches him into the air, and he does like 4 flips, oh! And he falls right back onto his dance throne, oh! Defeated. And you see him look up.
It's ironic because he's under Halal's pantheon.
So like, Halal says their regards with like a vicious mockery.
As he sits up barely in his chair, as he looks up.
Those were some of the greatest moves I've ever seen. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
He stands up as if he's utterly unaffected and has taken no damage. All the music's goes a little quieter as the rest of the people all cheer and start to resume their natural dancing. The gnome comes up to you, Tellus, and he puts out a firm hand.
I'll give him a nice firm handshake back.
You grip it. This is the firmest, manliest fucking handshake you've ever felt in all of your existence, and you've had some pretty good ones. You can feel the electricity and the charisma surging through you with the handshake, and looks to you.
It has been an honor to dance with you on this floor tonight. Blessings upon you from Fondor. Give her all my best.
She is here giving you her best as well, as evidenced by this performance.
He takes off this chain that was once invisible. He now makes visible, and he puts it over your head by like he goes like lean down, and then he puts it up over you, and he goes,
"May the will of the dance surge through every performance you may have. Many blessings, brother. Keep on dancing."
And he goes back up to his stage.
Yes.
You now get an amulet that you have to attune to. You can also give it to your friends, but you have advantage on all performance checks, and you have a +10 to all performance checks. It is the main man's. It is the main man's medallion.
The main medallion. Yes.
And as the fireworks start going off to the side of the stage, and he begins to do his dances, he does one more gyration, and you guys can see a portal form off to the side of one of the areas that you could hide behind. And he's oblivious to it, but he just continues his gyrating.
Do a little jig to make my way over to that.
Just kind of shuffle.
Yeah.
As you leave, Tellius, everyone's cheering you, and they're throwing like the what do they call that in New Orleans? The beads all over you.
Yeah.
The Mardi Gras beads.
Oh,
beads.
yeah.
Beads. That's going.
About,
you have all these confetti's going everywhere. People are like trying to touch you and stuff. They're like, "Oh, it's amazing! Woo!" Brand new fans of all these ghostly and spiritual apparitions. Do you guys leave?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. As you leave, you have a moment to realize just how fucking loud that music was.
Whoa.
And then you're back within the quiet.
Loved everything about that room.
That was amazing.
I didn't know I had it in me tonight. That's why I was mad. I'm like, oh, man. That was great.
Oh, I think I damaged my ears.
I didn't. That was normal for me.
That room hurt me more than that other room did.
Clearly, you guys haven't been to many concerts and music events.
With you know, like with your memories returned, you remember a plethora and almost like bi-weekly concerts that would happen in your home of equal or greater decibel volume.
Yeah. His hearing's a bit shot.
All right. You have found yourselves back inside the Bastion of Worlds.
I'm going to, at this point, we've gone through every door. So I'm gonna take a look at the statue with the keyhole and see if anything has changed.
Nothing has appeared to have changed.
Okay. Well, shit.
Does anything move? Does it turn? Are there knobs?
As you test it out, it appears the only indication that it may is the keyhole. Everything else seems to be rooted in place.
I'm sad maybe you don't like Jimmy the Lock or something. I don't know how to do that. Is there any?
Well, does anybody have thieves' tools or lockpicks or something?
Did we try opening it?
I think so.
I'm gonna try my pockets again. You know what? Fuck it.
What the fuck does that mean? Okay. You reach into your pocket, and out comes the strangest looking creature you've ever seen in your life, and it goes, "I love you!" Go ahead and make a nature check. You might have heard these in stories.
19.
You believe you were told about these things when you were a child by your mother in stories. These are often referred to as flumps. This weird mouth and the eyes and all these little tentacles are now around your hand, and you hear it being like, "Daddy, I love you."
I just look at everybody with a panicked look.
You just hear the disembodied laughter of Melora throughout.
You find a new friend?
Congratulations, Terry. Your father.
I'm hungry.
Is there a key inside of it?
Do you have a key?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay. I'm just gonna like.
I'm hungry.
Feed it.
I'll take out a little piece of like rations and pop it in its mouth.
You're such a good dad.
You're the best. Love you. It spits out a solid chunk of ruby and then dissipates. It just flies, just goes like to this ethereal fading of opacity. You can add.
That was one of the strangest things I've ever seen.
500 gold piece pure ruby.
Oh my god.
Well, I have an idea. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna use control water.
Okay.
And just from like a canteen or something.
Sure.
I'm going to try to fill in the space of the keyhole as if it was a key of water.
Yeah, sure.
And try to use that to open it.
All right. As Ignatius puts his hand out and he controls the water, you see this expert display. And as he tries to turn the key, you find that the key, the water doesn't keep its form as it turns. And so it is not functional, but yet again, another really creative, excellent idea.
Ignatius. Do that again, but do not turn it. Take it out.
Okay. I'll do it and get the form.
Yep.
And then I'll like pull it out to have exactly what the inside is.
Yep. And you
take a look
you
at
can
that.
see the shape of it. You can try and make one.
I am going to use my Artisan's Blessing, Channel Divinity, and create a something that is a non-magical item that is made of metal, worth less than 100 GP, which
you got it.
Surely a key would be.
Yes.
You make
the
a
exact one.
Exact replica of it. It's beautiful and glistens with steel. And as you put it in and you turn, it should work. It's a perfect fit. This reminds you of some arcane bullshit with a mold, you know. There's something to it a little more, but an excellent idea nonetheless.
Does it need to be magical?
Probably needs to be a specific key. And there's a magical force preventing it from being something else.
Is there space between the sun and the moon and the eclipse and the statue?
Okay.
Nope. It's all.
Well,
yep. It's all
this form that I had before, there were runes on it. But if I take a look at this key that I just made, does it have like runes on it, or does it just seem?
It just seems like a generic key.
Okay.
Whatever. Like, it doesn't hold the runes like the mold did. What you recreated was just the shape of the key from the water. The water wasn't able to replicate anything as well. But just through your mastery of smithing, you know there's some fuckery going on here of divination that you can tell is definitely along the lines of more Melora horseshit.
Well, I know last time the metal could not take the shape. I tried various things, but I assume that perhaps adamantine would be able to. Is there any way to see if there are better carvings in there? Something more accurate? If there's any etchings or such within the keyhole. But
as you peer into the keyhole, you get the same effect as the keyhole door before, where it's that endless blackness. It seems like it is shrouded on purpose by whoever built this temple and sanctuary. I would say at this point, too, with your investigation, you get the sense that this is protecting something.
I'm just going to try to cast the spell magic and see what happens.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Sir. Let's roll initiative because... Nope. That's an 8. Because I get plus 0 as initiative, so...
No, you feel nothing. It's still as is.
Tellius,
Yeah.
can you try removing any magical lock around it?
I don't know. Why don't you ask the main man?
I just did.
He's in the other room.
I guess you're the main man now.
That's right. There it is. Thank you, guys. All right. No, just cast spell magic on the thing.
Yeah, and as you Fury Bomb Dispel Magic, even it does not seem to have an effect on this.
It's too powerful for me. And I'm the main man.
Do we have to traverse the rooms we've already walked through looking for a key?
I am going to try one more thing. I will attune to the Forge Master's Might.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Please, take it.
And, and I am going to cast Creation.
Mm-hmm.
Creating a block of adamantine 5-foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use that to create or cast Fabricate, which can fabricate the key in the same shape.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, see if there's
See
anything.
it tuning over the course of an hour.
Yeah, no, this whole process is going to be about like 3.5, 4 hours.
I just want to make sure I can short rest.
Yeah, so the rest of you get a free short rest, as this is going to take forever.
Wait, how many hours?
3 to 4 at least.
4?
Yeah.
Taking a long rest, baby.
Yep. So I'm just going to try to make that out of the
nice.
Out of the adamantine that I created.
Yeah, you are able, especially with your magical weapons and your proficiencies, and especially with unlimited time, over the next 4 hours, you're able to replicate the key and put it into the keyhole, attempt to turn it, and it still doesn't turn. It feels like there's it doesn't break like the other key did. This one holds its form, but there's something preventing the turning of the lock in this mechanism. And with all this, you sense that there is a specific key for a specific hole, and you lack the arcane knowledge to reproduce the key at this point.
With that, I'm going to give the hammer back to Charnu.
Sure, you can take it. I don't.
It's quite heavy. I mean, I can hold on to it. Fine. Can't really hold it. I'm gonna take the key that I made, the adamantine one that is perhaps closer than the other ones.
It does appear that way.
Locate object.
Okay.
Cheeky.
It just tells you exactly where your key is in your hand.
Figured. I don't know past this. This is my best attempt.
Shalman just put his heart on the table. He just came up with all these great solutions, and none of them worked out.
Wait, as I'm waking up from my slumber.
Yes.
What have we tried? I fell asleep. That was a crazy dance off.
Well, we made 3 different keys.
Made a bunch of different keys out of reasonable materials, and the last one being adamantite, and there's something magical that requires a specific key.
Okay. And we can't locate the key?
As of right now, we don't seem to be able to.
Can anyone cast? Can anyone find it via magical means?
Chalmer just
Attempted
tried.
that.
I think Shalmir just tried, but we don't. I think
Or
that
what is that saying to you?
I think it's limited by the fact that we haven't seen the key.
Yes.
But this is the key, right?
It's the
Wait.
shape.
As I'm holding up the replica.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if we
it's
put
a
this in the bag of holding and then try finding it again? Isn't this technically putting it in a different plane? And doesn't that spell not work through different planes?
Probably.
I think you're misunderstanding.
No, I understand. I'm not saying when he's trying to find it to look for this specific key. I'm saying the essence of this key.
I think perhaps it's...
But maybe I'm misunderstanding the magic. I don't know how to use it myself.
I think you're misunderstanding the magic. Usually you find the specific item itself. So if he's thinking I need to find the key for this keyhole, he's going to be only seeing the replica because we've never been present. We've never encountered the actual key.
It's like, show me the Orb of Eternal Harmony Fire, and it's like, well, what the fuck does that look like minus Charnook? He would be the one to be like,
like if we had the Orb of Water and we said we want to find the Orb of Fire, it would really only show us the Orb of Water because it's the closest similar thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
or it would just show us nothing.
Yeah, it'd probably show you nothing because they're all unique is the idea. Like, this key is clearly one of a kind.
I rolled for hero action.
Yeah!
I got a 54, which is an extra support action.
Sure.
I don't know if we can apply that in any way currently.
I mean, we're already kind of halfway through a long rest anyways, so I'm going to use my hero action.
Sure. What do you got?
Yeah, boys, I can take watch if you want to.
Oh, that's a 45. I get really hyper for 6 seconds as I double my movement speed for a turn.
Just walking in circles.
Just pacing.
It's right here. It's right on the tip of my mind. It's right here.
Because when we open the door, all that revealed was the shimmer, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't pull us in, right?
No, you walk through.
Can we open multiple doors at the same time?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just gonna open all the doors and leave them open.
As you open all the doors, you see there's shimmers in front of every single one of those doors.
Is there anything unique about any one of them?
They have shimmers.
Perceptionally, no. They all look like the same shimmer at a different point in time of the pattern that repeats. Like a loop, but different parts of the loop.
How many doors are there?
There's 8. 0 through 7 marked.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's see. What if maybe we try to backtrack a little bit, but we start with one of the least dangerous rooms?
Which would that
I'm
be?
pretty sure if you go through a door, it takes you to a different place.
It's a possibility. I'm just throwing ideas out.
I mean,
they might be the same. They might be different.
As long as it's not that creepy book room again, I don't care where we go.
Let's say room number 7 was the tiny little room, and then we tried it again, and it was something completely different.
I get what you're saying. I'm wondering if that specific room had that effect, or if it doesn't matter what door we enter.
We also had the issue of the room that we entered from. It's sent us to the party room.
What if we just kept peeking our heads through the door just to see, and then we came back out and went back in until we see a room with a key in it?
I don't know if that would work.
Did we get the sensation that we'd be able to just put our heads in, or was it when you touched it you were brought through?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I figured it was.
Like when you put your head through it, just this very strange out of body blinding light experience. And once your full body goes through, then you end up somewhere else.
Use a hero action.
Okay.
So Yeah.
100. That's
Let's
hilarious.
go. Wow.
Can I get insight into the desire, solving the desired conflict?
Mm-hmm. You can.
I've never rolled a 100. That's so weird.
You did it. You beat D&D.
Are they stuck? I think they're stuck. Stuck. How hard could it be? All they need is a key. A key. Where do keys come from? Well, we make keys. He was such a great key maker, don't you think? I love the way he made a key. Too bad there's only one key. One key indeed. Should we tell the children to come then? Maybe we should. One at a time, they could bring them the key. But our children don't have the key. You know where the keys are. Of course I know where the keys are. Behind the doors. Behind the doors. Behind the door. The keys are behind the door.
I assume we all heard that.
What's that?
I assume we all heard that.
Yeah, fuck it, sure.
The
Melora doesn't really give a shit. Yeah, it's her temple. Yeah, you all heard that.
So, I think that answers our question. We have to keep going until we find a key.
I can see why this is.
But just in case, let's choose a door that was one of the less dangerous rooms.
I like where you're going with this. I don't think...
It may not matter, but just in case they are tied to the same room, like doorway, let's just be safe.
Okay.
Which one was safe then?
I'm sure it'll be safe in the lowest temple, yeah.
Let's see.
The one we met Cerberus was somewhat fine.
Cerberus was not bad. What was it? The first room, the God
Storm
of the
Temple.
Storm. Yeah, the Storm
That was
Temple.
door number 3.
That one was basically purified, so that one should be relatively safe at this point. So I think either the Cerberus or the Storm Temple. What do you feel?
Which door was the storm? 4?
I had it marked as 3.
Oh, sorry, not the storm. Cerberus.
Cerberus was 4.
It was 4. I thought so. Yeah. So doors 3 or 4.
Telius, make the final say. 3 or 4?
Let's do 3. I'm feeling a bit odd today.
All right. Anybody who hasn't rolled a d20 twice, roll a d20 for me.
I'll do it.
You got it. Remember all the times you've gone and played this game and you're like, I want my game now and I don't want to take my time? Yeah, this is revenge for that, you fucks. This is your doing, too. I was so confident you guys were just going to get like 3 rooms and be done.
Is that just a random table?
Could be.
So there's 20 different rooms?
Could be.
Oh boy.
What do you got?
What if we get a repeat?
10.
As you walk through the shimmer, all of you find yourself back on the stone platforms and the world between, and the shimmer is still behind you as you still see all the madness bodies laid all about.
Oh.
Did we roll that already?
Mm-hmm.
We're
Is the
back
shimmer
here.
still behind us?
It is.
Okay, so we can leave.
Go ahead and try.
I will try to leave.
As you try to leave, you're back in the temple, yes.
Okay. I'll go through and be like, yeah, if we can. We've already been here.
I mean, do we want to search here, or do we think we need a new room?
I don't think it matters. I think we can just go through whatever door and chance.
I mean, we could certainly try. We could try to search it, but it's a fucking desert.
Yeah.
You did search before. And, I mean, I have these
It never really
artifacts,
came
but
out.
that's really all we found. So
I don't know how we would find a key here. It's
It
kind of
would
a
be-
mess.
And black and white.
Have you ever heard the phrase "needle in a haystack"?
Yeah.
Well, times it by 1,000,000.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
Entire group goes through. All right. What do you want to
The
do?
next one.
All right. Go ahead and roll a d20, somebody.
Got you. 13. Oh boy.
We're in danger.
I'm nervous.
Unlucky 13.
Hey. Yeah, it's not my cases.
I need to change the music.
Oh man.
Oh no. We are in danger. We're in danger.
I was really hoping for like My Little Pony music. There were like unicorns everywhere, and
Nyan cat.
You got that last time. You already got one of those rooms.
how do we get out of here? No.
You guys find yourself inside this cluttered hut. There is a few candles towards the top burning, and it looks like a straw top. The entirety of the room is cluttered, and you see it's full of jars, clearly alchemy of some sort, as it has all sorts of different ingredients. It's fingers, toes, hearts, eyes, nails, butterfly wings, and so forth. There's a cauldron currently on the table, currently bubbling over, and you see this green glow coming out from it. As one of the doors opens up, you see this older woman with all these different wrinkles in her face, but it looks like there's some sort of still beauty to it. Her hair is white and long. It is frayed on the ends with split ends. She has a slight hunch to her walk, and you see her in these long purple robes. As she opens the door and sees your group, you can notice one eye is purple and one eye is green as she looks to the group. New visitors.
Does that mean anything to us on recognition of the eye colors?
I believe the Waterdeep crew has no idea what that means. I believe the Chosen would. As she walks in, you see as she gets closer and goes toward her cauldron, she looks to your group and goes, "Well, if you're going to intrude, make yourself useful and try and find a seat so you don't take up as much room in here. You might knock something over." She goes toward the pot and she takes what was in her hand. Clearly she was crushing something up in the other room and drops it in. All throughout the stitching, of her robe, you see the familiar
Iconography.
Thank you. Of the clips all over her robe.
What? My name is Tyrion. We are a group of adventurers. What's your name?
Nice to meet you. It was very nice of you to introduce yourself. The last one who came through here was not quite as mannered. My name is Nari, and I am the Oracle of Melora. As she goes back over and she continues putting this concoction in, and there's a piece of smoke goes up, and she goes, "That's it. You must have great timing." She reaches and takes one of the vials out and puts in what looks like this potion of sorts, and she corks it right onto the top. And then she looks towards your group. "So are you here for a key as well?"
I believe so.
Yeah.
Do you happen to have any knowledge about it? We would
Yes.
greatly appreciate it.
I'll need help retrieving it again. The last one did as much as they could, But you have to promise me something. That's the only way I'll lead you to it.
Okay.
You must fix the goddess.
What does that entail?
Whatever it takes to change her from her corruption. I am one of the last living relics of her people before her collapse. The one before you promised. He said this was the only way, and this was the way to, as he said, freedom. I helped him, and yet time remains the same.
Can she be fixed? Wait, I'm confused. She's broken?
We'll need some context here.
Beyond repair. Before what gracious mortals did, she was the All-Mother, the First Mother, and the true Mother of all. She gave us our freedom in this world. Those who followed Corlin and their lines, or the wildness of Cratula, and the infinite hopes of Zahir, all owe their freedom to the grace of Melora. Without her, there is no free will. But with free will comes mistakes and corruption. And with such corruption comes the actions of fools. A device was created that corrupted Melora, split her, sent her blood as a stoon across the world, causing madness into mortals. We are scarred by it, as she motions to the purple in her eye. What was once pure, as she motions to the green in her eye, is now deathly sick, as those who could try to hope to contain the essence of a god in their bodies have nothing but corruption in their future.
This is the wrong person to be here. This is the wrong character.
I hope it is. I hope it is.
I hope it is.
I mean, it's just a bit of confirmation for my metagame. Because that's, like, literally Ares' goal, but... I mean, she's done so much... So you're saying this isn't what the Melora truly is? She is somebody different, but right now she's in a state that she is exhibiting the worst of herself?
She exists and she doesn't. It is a state of what was, what is, what could be, and what isn't. And that's enough to tear a god apart. She is not well. And I have seen it and forecast it in the stars, but I grow weak now. I cannot make the trek to recover the key without aid. The last was strong, brutish in nature, but strong enough to get to it. And then the key returned to me, all the same, despite his high promises of changing the world, guaranteeing me this was the way.
I mean, if there is a way, I imagine it would be better to have the goddess restored than destroyed.
Either way, one cannot truly be rid of the great gods, but as she exists is in a state that cannot remain.
I mean, we do want to fix what exists. We want the madness under control, and we want the dragon gods to step away and not be causing such devastation. If fixing her will do that, then yeah.
It is not for me to foresee if that is the case, but it is a path that sounds most promising. Take the oath, and then we will be on our way. She hands her hand out. You can see these runes form inside her skin as a magic circle, but it looks like blood magic.
I'll just look to the group.
What exactly does the oath entail?
You will do your very best to restore Melora to her rightful state.
Not to be rude, but this isn't some kind of trickery, correct?
Trickery would be what the brute did and came here promising peace. I grow weak, last of the oracles. All I ask is that you fix, so I can rebuild my faith.
Out of curiosity, who exactly was this brute?
He called himself Ragnorum Gekken.
Oh, fuck that guy. Alright, yeah.
We are definitely... We do not have the same goal as him. I guarantee you that.
We actually killed him, so...
We rid him from this world.
Yeah.
Well, he promised me his goal was one and the same. He said he foresaw this as the only path to freedom. And he said this would lead to both his freedom and Melora's.
Well, we don't really make such promises. We're more so just trying to prevent another collapse. So, if that happens to coincide with helping Melora, then great.
I think, and
Wait.
ironically, I will reach over and grasp her hand with my other character.
As you do, you can feel the whole room and just this wind gusts out, and you can feel a pact being formed between you and the Oracle of Melora, a pact in which that you have no choice but to try and abide to restoring Melora. Any actions you acting against it, your self, your conscience, your body will fight you on that, and you'll have to try and resist such things.
Only Tyrion?
It is only Tyrion who has taken it, but she does not seem interested in giving you all the key if you all don't accept it. She doesn't want it falling into the wrong hands.
I will, and in doing so, I will look her in the eye and say, Ragnorum just wanted to be free of his immortal life. Our goal is not as selfish, I believe. I think we just want a world to be in better harmony so that there can be peace.
She smiles at that.
You said the goddess was broken beyond repair. How do you repair something beyond repair?
You restart and begin anew.
We had to jumpstart the goddess?
We can't kill her.
Well, you said killing her wouldn't
Well, actually,
make
no,
the goddess, wouldn't destroy the goddess, so...
If we destroy her in her current state, she's an elder god.
Would she return?
She wouldn't necessarily be gone. Look at the others. I mean,
Right.
Halal and Zahir still have a presence in the world. Kratula still has a presence in some respect in the world, even though they are not active.
At the mention of Kratula, you see her go and spits to the ground.
What about the mention of Halal? Does she do anything?
She doesn't really give a fuck about Halal. You can see there's a lot of scorn towards Kratula, and she offers up, name stealer and false prophet of gods, stealing the All-Mother's title for her own during her corruption, pretending to be the true All-Mother. She is weak.
So, if we destroy the goddess as she is...
She won't be gone, but
She
this
won't be
corrupted version
gone.
will be gone.
But the corruption will be gone.
Because as the Oracle said, she exists in multiple states. She exists and doesn't exist at the same time, and it's tearing her apart.
So the only way to cure her is to destroy her.
Possibly?
A possible chance, but more you could find out if you continue on this journey to fix her. I do not have all the answers, but that is possible.
Well, we'll keep that in our back pocket, and we'll learn more. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in. You know, I'll try and kill the goddess. That's what we're doing anyway.
All right.
Take that.
Blood pack done.
Um,
What does it look like? What does it feel like?
Honestly, it's nothing significant. You just see it like form on your hand once, and then it fades into your hand, and you just feel normal.
Hope that doesn't come back to mind.
Gee, I wonder-
Charlie
want
can
a
lingering
scar
curse
on his
marks.
face, yeah.
do we all have to do this?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the only way I'll give you the key.
Right then. Well, suppose we were kind of headed this path all along anyway, and don't really have a choice. So, forgive me, Mother Lol. This is not the right path, but so be it.
All right, you take the blood path. It's now Ignatius and Shalmir that's left.
I think the storm has brought us this far. I think this is the way the winds blow.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Blood pack.
Me.
Accepted.
Now tell me, what of this pact if I cannot bring it to fruition?
Then, when I die, you die.
Alright. Well, I mean, if we fail, everybody's gonna be dead anyway. It's another way to look at it.
Yeah.
Death is not always the end.
We're also stuck in a room.
True.
We
Like,
will
you're not-
leave
You're like
unless
not.
we have.
You're not like stuck. You haven't even tried to like barrel past or ignore. That's all options. like no, don't play that shit on me right now. All right, your
We'll find it
DM.
ourselves.
Yeah, but like we're 4 packs in now. It kind of feels like you got to do it. But that's just me.
Peer pressure.
Shalmir is going to say, well, death is not always the end. And I don't know what power you hold there. And he'll roll up his sleeve, and he'll ignite his arm for a second, show the cracks.
Sure.
An oath I've already sworn. I cannot be bound twice.
As she puts her hand out, a disciple of the Mountain Lord, I assure you my oath does not conflict with yours.
Know of him.
You tend to know all the gods when they tend to have their interests in the destruction or benefit of your goddess.
Try to pray a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of give up my agency and just feel where it's taking me.
Sure. Go ahead and make a religion check.
22.
As you feel your skin crack more and more, and you put your hand on your tablet as you reach out to the Mountain Lord for guidance, you can feel his reach weak to this place, but even so, the fires burn hot in the forge you see inside your mind. And of comfort is the feeling that washes over you, reassures you that your oath with him is not only the first, but is the only oath you need to worry about. Though, to upkeep your oath to him, you are no oath breakers to others. Your promises mean everything. If you cannot trust the tools you make, then you are not a true smith of the Mountain Lord. And as that feeling begins to fade inside you, you do not feel that this would be in any way a betrayal of the Mountain Lord, or it would be something that would be conflicting with your religious path or nature.
Open his eyes and say, then know this. I extend my oath to you. And as I reach my hand, it is his hand grasping yours.
As she smiles and holds down, as all of you have taken the blood oath, she goes, "Wonderful. Well, then let me take this and let us go on our path to retrieve the key." She opens the door, and as you guys walk outside, you can see there are these little huts all surrounding, and you're in this expanse of swampland with high swamp waters and all the wickets and twists and trees all throughout. There are wood boards that connect each of these, and we are going to do 3 seal challenges to wrap up for tonight. The first, as you guys begin to go across the bridge, she holds out the concoction, hits the tube, and then throws the tube away as she takes the green glowing liquid out, and she begins to levitate it in front of herself. You can see the green glow on her face almost de-ages her a bit as she then continues to walk across the bridge here. Out of the bridge, you start to see these muck monsters and their hands rise up. What are you guys doing as these awful, reminiscent of the obliterator hands, start to rise up out of the ground? It's almost like tar sticking to them.
On one side, what I'll try and do is I'll throw down a 4th wall of fire and just cut off an entire side.
Okay. That will be an Arcana check. What about the rest of the group? What do you want to try and offer to the other side?
I'll just get in the way, protect her, like shield up.
Constitution check.
I'll try to find a path, the safest path.
All right. Investigation. No, survival.
Yep.
That's enough for the first check, the 3 of you. So go ahead and make those
15
checks.
Arcana.
Okay.
I only rolled a 7.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Oh wait, I had guidance too. I did say that.
That's fine.
Quiet, but I did.
It's fine.
10 now.
Okay.
19.
19. It's not pretty, but the group gets through with Shalmer being the weakest link in this escort. Tellius and Charnook standing right by her side to make sure nothing gets to her, but Tyrion's wall of fire is effective. With Ignatius's clever thinking and passing to get her from one side to the other as quick as possible, as the tar overreaching falls onto the bridge itself, not destroying the bridge, but you can see the acid burning up. The entirety of these structures feel magical despite their very basic looking structure, build, and material. Shalmir ends up pushing back as much as he can of this, but gets overwhelmed at one point where Charnook pulls him back just in time as he rounds up, blocking everybody to the first of these huts. Shalmir, you will take 20 points of force damage off that, but a success. As you enter inside this hut, you can see there is no light inside here. Her eyes glow and she goes, and the flame flicks on above while still holding this green in front of her. As she goes up, you can see there is a fountain here with the mouths of dragons. She takes the green liquid in her hands and she levitates it through the mouths of each of the dragons. And as it exits all of them, you see the dragons then spew out more of this liquid, and she then takes that and it grows larger inside her hands. Each of you are incredibly talented to even get this far. Tell me, who are you to come so far? You've given me names, but how does a group such as you come upon a place such as this?
We were set on this path by the goddess Halal to prevent a collapse.
Yep.
The lost daughter. Maybe she'll find her way yet. as she then begins to walk into the next bridge. On this bridge, you can see inside the trees all these like Shangri-La looking monkey type creatures, but all in different tar-like forms. Take these like icicles and they start trying to pelt them down towards the group. Give me skill checks from Charnook, Tellius, and one other.
I'm gonna like baseball bat swing at them, just break them before they get to it.
Athletic check.
28.
Okay.
I'm going to use cast another Bigby's hand and try to swipe them all.
Okay. Karna check. And one more from the three of you. Whoever wants to step up for this section. And use a different skill check.
Not good.
What'd you get with the Bigsby's hand?
6.
Okay. Good to know.
I think I'm shocked.
I'll just try to, like, you said they're like creatures throwing these things.
Yes, right? Yes.
Just try to look at them and just watch their eyes and see where they're going to push the next one and try to, like, move her out of the way when I see them.
Okay.
For insight is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. That works. Definitely. Go ahead and give me your roll.
That is a total of 19.
Okay. As the group comes out, Charnook, the stature of your body is absorbing many of these blows, but you go swinging and crushing many of these icicles. Shalmir, with his expert positioning, makes up for Bigsby's hand. As it's blocking, there's just so much space between the fingers and his positioning that plenty are getting through. So Shalmir has his shield, like that famous picture you've seen all the time where the knight's holding the shield out to guide the princess through. Shalmir's doing that, watching eye to eye, as Charnook is taking the brunt of the damage. With a majority success, the group is able to pass through this bridge into the next area. As we're inside this one, you can see she then lifts up out of the ground another one of these stone fountains, again repeats the process, and then has a larger, much larger amount of this liquid floating in front of her right now as she's concentrating. As she turns, one more to go. And you guys are off to the final one. Out of the tar, you guys see the obliterators come out and look towards you guys. You know that these things annihilate on impact. What are the three of you minus Shalmir? He's already done 2. So the rest of you, all 4 of you, can give me one more skill check to try and get across this bridge with the obliterators now coming out.
How far of a distance is it?
The distance across is probably, I'd say, 50 feet. They're not far.
Oh.
They're like the distance of the length you have to travel across to hut is 50 feet. The distance to the obliterators is maybe like 30 feet as
These
they're
are
rising
creatures.
out.
These are creatures, right?
So, I'd like to do something.
Yes.
I'd like to talk to them.
Go. Okay, so that's going to be a persuasion check.
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, we mean no harm. We are on a righteous mission. There's no need for any violence.
Okay. Go ahead and make.
I'm gonna stand behind him while he's saying that.
Yeah.
Giving my most menacing stare while growling very loudly. And attempt to add a little bit of intimidation there.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna cast Hold Monster.
Mm-hmm.
And use 5 sorcery points to make it a twin spell, so I hit both of them.
You got it.
Rolled a natural 20 for 31.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can use Storm's Persuasion at this point.
Okay.
Which is the +8 and a persuasion check on a creature as long as nobody's attacked it yet.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Tyrion, I'm going to say that's a charisma check for you. because that's what your spell casting modifier is. So you're casting a spell, and I would say that like that's how you cast spells is through your charisma. So I would like a charisma check for that for your skill check.
Total 20.
Okay. What do you got?
19.
19, 21 or 31, you said?
31.
31, Intellius?
I didn't do anything, but I can do something.
Yeah. I want everyone to get 2 in. So.
I don't recall saying I ever attuned to that thing. Madman's mentality.
We did not take the time.
Nope.
It's okay.
Although there were 4 hours, but
there were. He passed out, but
I didn't feel like I needed it. I will. I will cast Minor Illusion to just make a 5-foot box. That kind of appears in front of their vision.
Okay.
So hopefully obscure them.
Okay. Deception check.
Because like even if they can see through it, it's still like like they still have to like, you know what I mean?
I'm with you. Yeah, give me your deception check.
13.
Okay. As this all occurs, you see the 2 obliterators moving with you guys as you walk across the bridge through the tar. And just before you guys get to the edge, you can see of the teeth where they are, there's no eyes on these creatures, but underneath the tar that continues to fall, you can just see this green glow on the eye underneath where eyes should be, and then green glow from the other one, and they both just sink back into the tar as you guys get to the last. Nari gets in there, and she does the process of final time. As it grows very large, this green fluid, she then shoots it into the middle of the huts, as you now see all 4 huts are connected, and the tar moves away like a pebble hits the pond in the ripples, but the ripples carry the tar all away from the area in the center here. And in there you can see, in all draconic architecture, is this sanctuary of Melora. As she then descends down the stairs that are on this only one in particular, down into the center of this area where it's all the stonework that has been revealed underneath. You can see yet another one of these I'd say it's the eclipse on top of what looks to be I'm forgetting the word because it's late. The monolith. It's not a monolith. Similar to a Pillar of Astoria.
Obelisk.
Obelisk, thank you. It's like an obelisk, but then stops where the eclipse is on the top. And she waves her hand, and all the runes light up on it, and it opens. And inside you can see this key with a bunch of these green cracks all over it that glow. And it seems like there's some sort of arcane nature to it. As she reaches out and grabs the key, she turns towards your group and walks back. But then she's caught off guard as from the moon, that green liquid comes out and then splashes back onto her and just covers her entirety of the body. When she, after the green mist dissipates, you look at her and she now looks to be about what would look like 30 years old, and she actually appears to look pregnant. As she then walks back up into the hut with you guys and motions you into the initial hut you were first in. When you all finally file in, she looks and goes, "The goddess must work in mysterious ways and many blessings. Tell me, Do you have families?
Used to.
In a way, yes. We are all family now.
Yeah.
I have parents. Well, yeah, where I don't know where they are right now, but yes.
Family somewhere.
To each of your blood relatives, you will have my daughter's blessing. She will make sure they have fruitful lives and see great luck and fortune. They will know her as one of the greatest mages that will ever be. The goddess has shown me this, and this is a gift I've received through you. Tell your children and your children's children, if they ever need a favor, look for the one they call Tasha. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Hey.
Man.